Outer Haven, assemble! Dun, 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 dun.
What is up, guys? Last row today, taking care of the Outer Haven spot on our Hangouts. Today, we're going to be talking about One Piece 852 plus, Whole Cake Island, the second half. So we're basically going to be talking about the predictions. We're going to be talking about matchups, and of course, we're talking about different twists that are going to be going on in the second half of the New World Whole Cake Island arc. The second half is going to be crazy. It's going to be really crazy because the first half, I feel like some people are going to have different opinions on it. That's what we're going to ask the members in the group here. But of course, if you're going to be in the chat as well, let us know your thoughts on the first half of Whole Cake Island. Tell us if you enjoyed it, if you disliked it. And of course, later on, we're going to get into like the other stuff regarding the second half. You can leave that in the chat as well. So first, I'm going to ask One Vision his thoughts on the first half of Whole Cake Island.
So basically, I've kind of got mixed thoughts about it. Like on one hand, I really like it. On another hand, like I really don't. I like the fact that it's like really unpredictable, and we're like seeing what it would be like trying to tangle with these top tier people. Because like Luffy's going in there, and it's not as easy as he thought it would be. Like he's realizing, I hope he's realizing that he can't just run in and like do everything himself as he used to be able to do, like with the Shichibukai and all of that. But on the other hand, I feel like it's kind of getting downplayed at the same time, because then when you look at Cracker's fight, how Cracker was so easily nerfed by Nami, and then you've got Smoothie who was so easily avoided by Brook. Like little things like that really get on my nerves. I hate when like things are just made so easy just for the convenience of the main characters or the main group or the main focus, whatever it is in the arc, if you get what I mean. But I like the unpredictability of it, because I've been trying to predict things that are going to go on and things that are going to happen throughout the whole arc, and there always seems to be something that switches it up just as I think I've got it right, if that makes any sense.
Okay. All right, then. So how about Nikki? What about you, man?
I'm kind of like a bit similar. Like I do like some parts of the arc, like how we've been seeing like quite creative devil fruits and stuff. Like the book guy was pretty cool, like his book one and everything. Even Cracker, just you've seen the potential of awakening, because when everyone saw he said he had a cracker food, that was kind of a joke. But then what we see what he did with it, we're like, wow, this guy's like awakening is pretty sick. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, the mistakes. There's a thing. There's the cracker fight. It's just okay because it's like, unfortunately, like I think in the anime they'll at least spread it out a bit more, so maybe we might see a bit more of the fight.
Yeah.
But generally, like the cracker fight you can get away with, but the Brule stuff about how she lost and got beaten up is a bit stupid. And but generally, it's still pretty cool to see like the arc's been quite good. It's like at the moment it's like mid-level to me. Like I hope the second half's a lot better though.
Yeah, that's fair enough. All right, how about Maraz? How about you, man? What do you think of Whole Cake Island in the first half?
I think the beginning was quite slow, starting with the seducing woods, and then a little bit disappointing if you think about the cracker fight. It was, if you think about it, was 11 hours, and we didn't see almost anything about it. So I was like, okay, that's a little bit disappointing. I agree with the crazy devil fruit with Nikki. It was quite good to see all the different devil fruits all the show in this first part of the arc. And I'm also liking to see the emotional stuff as well from Sanji.
Okay.
So yeah, because it was quite all tough, and now you see a little bit more of the other side of the pirates as well, like the soft side and what everything is happening with him. So it's quite good to have a little bit of difference in the normal thing that we saw already.
Okay. And Devil Egg, how about you? What's your input?
I don't really I'm not really enjoying this arc that much so far. Like it started off slow, and then the fights, they kind of like, I don't know, I feel like some of them are too easy. Like they easily knock out Brule, and then you know Randolph and them get taken out in the mirror world pretty easily. And I'm just kind of finding it hard to be in what's the word? I'm finding it hard to be scared of these Yonko when their crews are so weak. That's what I say. But the Sanji stuff, like when they were fighting out about the lineage factors and the clone army, I was enjoying that.
Yeah, I agree with that as well.
Yeah, definitely.
And also, I'm not enjoying this pudding twist. It's leaving a lot of holes and gaps in logic in the story. I'm just kind of like, okay.
Mhm.
But I'll wait for that to play out before I criticize that too much.
Yeah, that's cool. And I guess with me, I mean, like first off, when we got into Whole Cake Island, I mean, I was excited. We're going to the first Yonko. We're actually entering Yonko's territory, which was freaking awesome. And like, I mean, getting to see like the brother and sister of Sanji with Reiju and Yonji. The first time we got to meet them, we got to see a bit of Reiju's ability, what we have with that. Which I'll go more into that once we go into the second half of the stream. But I mean, I have to understand. I get some points what you guys are saying. The fights, honestly, like they kind of feel a little bit disappointing in a sense of like you get an 11-hour fight with Cracker and Luffy, and like we barely saw like any of that fight go down except for like the major bits of what's going on. And I am kind of disappointed that like in a sense Luffy didn't really win that fight unless he had help from like Nami and the homies. But I mean, like it just shows right there. Okay, the Yonko commanders are a little bit more tough, considering that like it's different from all the opponents that they've ever fought before. So it should show that like if a Yonko commander is asking you to go and bring out a second member of your crew and other ways to be able to beat someone, it says a lot right there. So imagine what's going to be like for the Yonkos. I mean, like we already see what Brooke's going through right now, even though it was like one page with Big Mom. But I'm pretty sure we're going to get more into that. But I did love what I saw with Sanji's flashback and getting to see like how much of a piece of shit Judgment Smoke is.
I'm sorry.
I mean, Oda does a very good job when it comes with the villains to make you hate these people for what they are and what they've become. And like, it's one of those first time things. Like, I mean, we've gotten used to the whole, like the flashbacks we've seen, like people have lost their families and everything. But like Sanji in a realistic term was the first character we ever saw that had a family and they just did not want him. You know what I mean? Like that's something like I was like very like surprised like Oda went down that route because like I wasn't expecting to see something like that until maybe late game, but I was surprised like Sanji was gonna be the one to kind of get that thing. But it does make sense once you factor in all the other things into it.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, overall, I'm enjoying it. I mean, the pudding twist. I'm gonna dive more into that later when it comes to our predictions and everything because I have something for that. But I'm still on Team Pudding is good.
Oh my
I know
gosh,
some people are
how?
gonna be different on that,
I
but
know.
I am as well. I can argue that she's good as well. I agree with that.
Actually,
Well,
one thing I did
the
like
less
this arc. I like the
Say that again?
comedy. I like the comedy in this arc. I forgot to add that.
See, I don't.
Yeah.
That pisses me off. I hate the like. Why would you add comedy into this arc out of all arcs?
No, I'm talking about like when
Yeah.
like
You
not. I'm
would
not talking about
though.
like Luffy versus Cracker comedy. That I didn't like that. But I'm talking about the small things like when the food when they were eating and then the food was like
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah.
eat
I
me,
hear
and they're
you.
just like, come on, shut
Yeah,
up.
Yeah,
that's
I
what I was
hear you.
gonna. That's what I was gonna
especially
be
when with
double
Sanji
like
too at the
about.
same time when he's the one looking at the food and everything. It's just like, like this is a guy who's like surrounds himself with cooking his entire life, and just to see him like, looking at the stuff that he most likely would create, and then it's just like it was really crazy, honestly. But then again, that's Big Mom and her power with the Soul Fruit, which I mean, like that's another thing that I talked about in the first half. Are you guys liking her fruit so far? And like,
Yeah.
Wait, before we get to that, I just want to make a point because Darkseid made a comment in the comment section, and it's a really
yeah,
good
yeah,
point about the fact that Big Mom has made everyone like not kill the Straw Hats, like all of them not to kill them. So that has been a bit annoying now because we're gonna they're kind of hindered a bit. They can't like go
right.
full on against the Straw Hats anymore, so we can't even tell how strong they are essentially. So it's
Yeah,
kind
and
of
that's what I mean when I mention like everything seems to be too convenient for them right now. Like they just seem to
yeah.
be getting by. Like
And everyone seems to have a counter for Big Mom's powers.
yeah, exactly. So like at first it was like the Viva card. They had the Viva card for God knows how long, and then Rook was like the natural counter after that. Like all like those little things. Like it's starting to add up a bit too much.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a yeah. So shout out to Darkseid. That was a good point. But also, I also think though, at the same time, a commander should still be able to like beat up a supernova, in my opinion, and not kill them. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
Yeah, for real. Like I know there's probably a reason for this. Like for example, Big Mom doesn't actually want to do too much harm to him, but the fact that Brooke is still able to stand after being face to face with her for I'm not really sure how long, but the fact that he's still able to stand and make a speech like that, it shouldn't be happening. Especially like even without their devil fruit, she should still have the physical strength to be able to do him something. If that makes sense.
Yeah, but I don't think that the Big Mom was fighting him. I think it was Zeus and Prometheus that was fighting him at that moment, and Big Mom was just watching them.
Yeah, but even then, I think they should be able to like subdue him.
Probably
If they're
not.
like,
Yeah.
I can't explain. I do think there's a reason for it, but
Yeah.
from what I've seen,
I mean, fair enough. Yeah. I mean, like, it's still crazy, man. Because like with Big Mom, it's like Yonko, so of course we need to see like her be at that level that where like no one can really touch her. But then again, it's like we know there's gonna be stuff that's gonna try and negate that. For example, like I really do believe that Brooke somehow still will end up getting captured because we already can kind of get an idea. We're gonna see the whole like Ineru reference. So like when Ineru for the first time was like attacking Luffy, you realize after the lightning didn't work. I can see that again with Big Mom, but at the same time, like if she has Bushoku Haki, regardless of what, she should be able to still hit up Brooke and be able to lay some kind of damage on him.
yeah.
You know, so like in a sense, like yeah, his fruit's gonna like help him to an extent to prevent like from the soul fruit and everything. But like if she's packing something else like that, like Bushoku Haki, anyone's getting hit. Even if you're not
Yeah,
low gear or
true.
nothing, like that's still a very damaging attack. So I mean, it
Like-
depends though, because like he could try and escape, but like he's gonna need someone's help. I don't know if like unless Brooke has something like again when he said the whole thing like young lady, whoever wants to plan to die, and we see the whole thing where he's like unseating the sword again. I mean, like we could be seeing like a new technique out of nowhere from Brooke.
It would be quite cool to see more of Brooke because I think of all the people we saw the last fighting power abilities of all the Straw Hats except from him.
Hmm.
And also, it's a good point to, as well because obviously, because Brooke and them lot were not on Dressrosa that much. It's good to see them get some shine as well, like this arc. So I'm being
Yeah,
I've
definitely.
been quite impressed with Brooke, and even Pedro's just my guy. I fucking love Pedro now. Like I was on the hype train until he took out his own eye. I was like, this guy's serious. So
Yeah, I'm gonna ask that in the chat real quick. Your top 3 MVPs thus far in the first half of Whole Cake Island. If you guys can leave that down, we'll read it on the stream, so we can get also those ideas too. But yeah, I think that's something we should be able to talk about right now. So far the 3 MVPs, like you know how we go into like the baseball season, we have those are for like all-star nominations, and then eventually leads to the MVP award. I mean, like if you had to give your top 3 characters thus far in this arc, who are they? Could be ally, enemy, doesn't matter.
Pedro #1. I'm sorry, man.
Okay.
This has to be
Pedro and Brooke, I think, deserve a spot. I don't know who.
Yeah.
I think no, Nami as well. So Pedro, Brooke, and Nami. I'd put
Okay.
Luffy out of a whole load
But
of
I
shit.
think she needs another. She needs something else though, because Brooks putting work against Big Mom, and he beat up loads of people. Like kind of, like he's against Big Mom right now. That's why I don't think Nami. I think someone else can take Nami's place until she does
Well,
something else.
Luffy would have got taken by Cracker real quick if it wasn't for Nami.
True, I guess that's true, but that's more like that was like co-op mode. Yeah, I need her to do a one-on-one and then see what's going on.
Yeah, I guess.
Well, you Log, who you have right now is your top 3 characters thus far in the Whole Cake Island arc.
I would say Jinbei. The last one, probably Chopper and Nami. I think
Okay.
Nami right now just for like, because like we haven't seen much of like all these people doing stuff. So like for example, like her doing the whole lightning thing. Like the last time we saw her do something like that was like Skypiea, right? And it's just like the scaling of it, kind of like it's just been going up and up. So I think like later on we're gonna see like some crazy attack like that. Like she'll make an attack like that large scale on her own type deal, you know?
Yeah.
But that's for me.
Okay. How about Maras? What about you? Top 3.
Jinbei, Brooke, and Pedro.
Okay, let me just ask a question. Why is everyone saying Jinbei? He hasn't
Hey,
really done
Nick,
like
join the hype
yeah.
train.
Well, here's the thing though, because like right now, Luffy will still be
What do you not
chilling in prison.
understand?
Yeah, Lazaro, what were you saying?
No, I was saying because without Jinbei, we wouldn't have Luffy getting out of the prison. He would be catching crossbows embedded with hockey going against them.
Bro, forget
but
all
also-
that.
you know,
Forget all that nonsense. Forget Jinbei helping Luffy out. Jinbei, Nikki, like what else do you need?
No,
to
but that's
know?
just you're doing it on his reputation. We've seen
Yeah.
of course
No,
any
bro.
other
No,
arc.
Yeah,
It's
I
like
mean,
saying
I wouldn't put him
Crocodile joined the
MVP this arc yet, though,
saying-
because
Yeah, that's
he
what I'm
hasn't done
saying, like-
anything yet. When he actually
No,
does
but-
break them
yeah.
out, then I might consider it. But
No, but
He hasn't done anything
no,
worth.
but he was
He blindsided it.
He went straight up to Big Mom and said, "I'm leaving your crew."
Yeah, and then we don't
That's
even know what happened to him after that. For all we
Yeah,
know,
exactly.
he could have got his balls chopped off.
Exactly. He had the balls to go up there and like let whatever happen.
Yeah, and then he lost them.
Well, we don't know what happened, but
All right. So I guess like for Jinbei, we can probably put him like in the honorable mentions of the first half, but obviously the dark
Yeah,
horse
man.
into the second half definitely.
Yeah, because
So who do you think so we've done top 3 MVPs, right? So who do you think is like at the bottom of the barrel this arc?
Well, first I don't think we got Devil Lake's opinion. I don't think we got mine out of there. So let's get Devil Lake first
Oh,
for his
yeah,
top
yeah.
3. I'll do mine really quickly. I don't have to explain because it's pretty simple. But Devil Lake, your top 3.
All right. Well, Peckham's, Capone, and Pudding.
Okay, fair enough.
I didn't think of those ones actually.
Actually,
So
yeah,
Pudding-
I'll put Capone. Yeah.
All right.
Pudding's
So I'll
playing
probably
Health
for
Strive
mine-
more than she thinks.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I would say for mine right now, I'd probably go with number 3. I would probably say Brooke. Number 2, I would definitely go with Pedro. But number 1 has to go to Pudding.
Yeah, Pudding's doing bits right now.
Ooh, okay.
I think
yeah.
overall, I'm looking at it as like the overall character of Pudding and what she's brought to the table. Like, if she is truly a villain, right? Great acting. If she's truly good, even better acting.
Yeah.
Because she's able to put on a triple face to screw around with everyone. And we'll dive more into it to the second half, but like to support that and why I think she could potentially still be like the MVP of the arc. But yeah, those are my thoughts on the number 1.
My thoughts on Pudding being the MVP is because her route to the seducing woods helped get Brooke and Pedro to the poneglyphs. So she helped them a lot, whether she
definitely
didn't or not.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, so we're gonna go into the bottom 3, I suppose.
Yeah.
But Nikki, you were gonna say something. Sorry.
I was gonna just say, I don't know. I'd give her MVP for different reasons because I think she's evil. So everything she's like been planning up to this point has been pretty sick, to be honest. It's just there's a lot of holes that need to be filled in by Oda, but yeah.
Oda leaves no holes, Nikki. He'll explain it later. Trust.
That's literally what I just said, Monkey.
Yeah, it's Ichiro Oda, man. I mean, first off, also shout out to the best mangaka in the world because his birthday today. He was bringing that fire 24/7 every single time when he gets his breaks.
Higashi's birthday today? No, I'm joking.
He's every day's his birthday. Never mind.
Happy birthday, Oda! If you watch the stream.
Yeah, thank you for bringing that greatness. Yeah,
EBZ
shout out to
child
Oda.
is a savage, man. He's saying bottom 3 is Sanji 1, Sanji 2, and Sanji 3.
I won't lie.
Easy child, I don't know, man.
It is kind of true.
No,
I mean,
in context,
he is shit right now, but I don't think he deserves all 3 spots.
No, okay,
mean,
wait. It's either him or Cracker, but it's definitely he's in like the top 2 spots probably.
For what?
I mean, for me, all right, so number 1 for me would be Sanji, because, yeah, I'm not even explaining that one. Number 2 would probably be Smoothie. Only an idiot gets locked out the room that they're meant to be protecting.
Yep.
And then number 3 would probably be, shit.
You know it's Yonji. No, I'm joking.
Yeah, ooh, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Smoothie.
Yeah.
It's Smoothie, definitely.
I put her as number 2, though.
Oh, you put her number 2? Oh, okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Okay,
Wait,
then.
I'm forgetting someone. Oh, yeah, the guy that just got one-shotted. Like, where's your observation, Haki? Yeah. He's definitely number 3.
Nah. He
That's
got one
fair.
shot by Jinbei. But he's not one shot, by the way, guys. It's not confirmed yet.
Nah, he got one shot. It's okay.
Nah, he didn't get one shot.
Nikki,
Okay.
He gets back
next
up next
chapter
chapter.
comes out, it's
be
gonna be over.
No, he's gonna like wake up again. And
Yeah,
use
wake up
Chi's
again
powers.
after they're all gone.
Yeah, no, he was literally gonna stand. Look, come on, man.
Yeah.
No one in a Yonko crew should get one shot. Like at least maybe
mean,
3 shots.
Actually, wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Yeah, wait. I need to take that back. I'll put Bruley as number 3. Because not only did she get defeated in her own mirror world, but she got tickled and revealed all her secrets.
Yeah,
That's
Oh,
the
that's
dumb
true.
shit.
She got Nami earlier. She
That's
got knocked
the
out
dumb
twice
shit.
in one arc.
I guess we should go into everyone else's bottom 3s real quickly. I mean, Nikki, I think one vision pretty much is his. Nikki, what's yours?
All right. Okay, it's hard between actually Sanji, Cracker, and Smoothie. They're really fighting for number 1 because just Smoothie's fucking retarded. Man.
This is for bottom 3.
Yeah, the bottom 3.
Yeah, I know it's bottom 3. I mean, number 1 to take the top spot in the bottom 3. It's hard to but I have to go. I'll go Cracker because he shouldn't fucking lose to Luffy, even if Nami helping him.
Yeah, it was
right.
a
And
lot.
I know it's plot, but still, it's just shameful, man. It's just shameful. And then number 2 will have to be Sanji, man. He's depressing me this arc. Like it's a great story for him, but if he doesn't start fixing up, man, I might have to leave the Sanji hype train. I might have to leave.
Okay.
And then number 3 will be Smoothie's retarded ass.
But he just walks past her, locked the door. That's hilarious.
That's so
Like
disgraceful.
even Brule, at least she had a fight. Like Smoothie didn't even do anything, and then she was like, "Oh, I am outside somehow."
Yeah.
Retarded ass.
Quickly, Gaming Samurai X asking what's Side Voyage. So basically, like, we're going to be talking about like One Piece discussions that are not revolved around, let's say, like the chapters. So the main voyages will be discussing the chapters and other things, but side voyages be like we're talking about like predictions, that kind of stuff.
Predictions and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also like theories too, if you want to add into that as well. So that would be considered the side voyage. So Nikki got his. How about Law? Bottom 3.
I'm trying to think. Opera's definitely in there.
Yeah.
Quit picking on these characters, man.
No, it's just like, yo, because
Oh come on!
honestly,
Alpha did not get
I'm
one
not
shot.
gonna
though,
lie,
come on.
bro. No, he got one shot. But I'm not gonna lie. Before getting to Whole Cake Island, right? Like before we got to see like a Yonko's crew, in my mind, I was thinking like, yo, like there should be no way these people are losing at all. Like,
Do you not see
Thank you.
Chief said?
like it just shouldn't matter. But then, like for example, like getting one shot by Jinbei wouldn't. Yes, it is Jinbei, but like you shouldn't be getting one shot. Like, what are you doing?
He's not been confirmed as one
Ah,
shot.
Nikki, I'm telling you, I know.
I think it has to be at this point that he got one shot.
like
Maybe even if he
why?
gets up later, the fact that he'll probably be down long enough for him
down
for
long
Jinbei
enough
to
if
get
you're
them
down
out
for
of
10
the.
minutes or for 5 minutes or whatever. That's a one shot in my book.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
So
Like,
you
you're-
think
Well,
one-
here's the thing. I think it's the fact that people are kind of forgetting that like, in a sense, Jinbei was a former warlord, right? And I know like some people will say that like some of the warlords like Moria and stuff was kind of disappointing.
No, he
to
was
an
one of the
extent.
ones that was up there though. You know.
I mean, but I know for some people's eyes, they kind of see some of them being disappointing. But like Jinbei was always one of the most hyped ones, and like in a sense, like we kind of like don't take for granted, or I kind of don't like recognize how good of a character Jinbei is, like not just from like a character standpoint, but from a fighting ability standpoint.
Thank
All
you,
right,
Brago.
You know what I mean, like he was
Thank
smart.
you,
He was smart.
Brago. Sorry,
No, wait, hold
Yeah,
on.
he
Wait,
really-
Brago's saying that he was off guard. Yeah, you shouldn't be
Yeah,
off
thank you,
guard
Brago.
in the first
Yeah.
place, though, because especially when
Yeah,
you
like, I thought
you clearly looked at Jinbei and he said you shouldn't
Yeah.
be here. You need
Like,
to
he wasn't
expect
off
something
guard at that
coming your
point.
way.
He wasn't
you
off
need to
made it-
expect something.
He's made of cheese, man. He doesn't know what's going on. Like,
Cream.
he's
Cream.
I still
Yeah, I
think
mean-
it's a dairy product. It can turn
no,
into
I
cheese.
still think it's caramel, but that was nice.
All right, so who are
This
your
guy's
other
so
two, Law?
What's good,
Oh,
y'all?
so
What's
what's
up,
his name?
What's up, Stebo?
Opera. I'm gonna have to say. Brulee's another one, because like it was just too easy. Like her whole thing seemed to be like having the seducing woods behind her, so I thought she was like just weaker. Because like if she never had that, then like her abilities and stuff, like it wasn't like I don't think it's good for like 1v1s and stuff.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
And then I'm trying to think my bottom person for Whole Cake Island.
King Bomb?
No.
hey, that's a name we're forgetting.
Hey, King Bong
Hey, man.
was
Who
very
is true?
pivotal in the cracker fight.
Yo, Steve,
Yeah, true that.
wait your list. Wait your
Like,
list.
can I just like put all the homies together? Like, is there
I
any
mean,
way?
it kind of counts.
Yeah.
Like, just I don't know. Like, I thought, for example, because like the way I saw the homies was kind of like how for like Moria, right? How he made all his armies and stuff. Like, it was like an extension of Big Mom's power, and I would just think like they should just be more OP. Like, even if it's just masses of like fodder compared to like a Yonko, like to like random people, it should be like, for example, like you know how the rabbit or whatever was super OP at first, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like I thought, like
We
they
didn't
all
think he
should
was
have
an
been
OP.
like. Well,
They was
I'm
taken out by
saying,
boiling water.
yeah, I'm just saying, like, what's it called? Like, more of them should have been like that, you know, instead of
But-
most of them being like trees and stuff, walking around, unable
I
to.
get what
you
you're,
know?
I get what you're saying, but the rabbit was just a hype. They looked like he had Mihawk's eyes, and everyone's like, he's got Mihawk's
Ah,
eyes.
you're
Oh my
telling
God.
me it's hype, Nikki, but was it hype, or was he
Yeah.
just the best?
He
I
was
was. He got fucking-
evenly with
he got-
carrots, and then he
got
proceeded to get
cooked.
fodderized by carrots.
Yeah, exactly. He got
It made no
cooked.
sense.
And plus, Brago's spitting some facts in the comments, guys. Did Cracker get one shot? He said.
Hey,
Yeah.
Nikki, you're
Margot
just being a
get one
fanboy. To
shot?
be honest. I disagree.
Yeah.
Why are you being
Yeah,
so
I think I have to
biased?
disagree
Why
on
am I
that
being a
one.
fanboy?
Why are you being
There's
so
one
Fanboy
bias we
biased?
have
over
about the art.
opera? I don't give a shit about opera.
Why are you being so biased, man?
Okay, I see where you're going to this. Okay.
Yeah, but I think once we get everyone's bottom threes out of the way, I'm gonna ask also like the one character we see being like the potential dark horse. Like I know we have like we'll say the MVP, but like if we have to get like the second character, will be like that dark horse we're not gonna see coming. That's just gonna be like really mad hype in the second half. So we'll do that after the bottom three. But next one, I believe we got one did his, Nikki did his, Law did it. So we're gonna go with Morass, then Double Leg, and
never
then
gave
on
mine.
to Stebo. You're going last, Stebo.
No.
That's cool.
Oh shit! Damn, that's all right.
Do you want to go?
Okay.
That's only fair.
Wait. Hey, Leo, your laugh is fucking funny, man.
All right, bro. Shout out to Law's laugh, man. Honestly, it's the best laugh I have.
Going
like,
on.
It's so funny. That should
Leo
be
is
like
such
her
a
One
villain.
Piece laugh.
Yeah, I was just about to say he got a One Piece laugh.
No, he's got a villain laugh, like like a bad
Stop
guy in a
it,
movie.
Nikki. Shh. It's okay, Nikki.
Real quick before we get to that, we haven't heard Capone's laugh too, so maybe
Oh,
he's
yeah?
leaking Capone's laugh.
Does he laugh like
Mafia.
No, I swear to God, Law's laugh is pretty much what Capone's gonna be.
I thought he was laughing at Peckham's.
I mean, shit.
His laugh will probably be like, "Bo, bo, 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 bo."
He's shooting out his gun. That's his laugh.
All right, let's let Morass do his list, guys.
Yeah, Morass, you're up next.
Okay, so this is just really personal. On number 3, I've got Pound.
Oh, okay.
What?
Yes, he was on mine too.
I was gonna
What?
just like, bro.
Just because I was so into Pound, and then he just disappeared out of nowhere. It's like, yo,
because he's doing stuff in the background.
Now
he
he's only
hasn't
around with
pressed
the good
apple
times.
juice.
Like, notice he shows up like, oh, you guys defeated Cracker, but then the Rage Army comes out, he's gone. He's
Exactly,
gone.
bro. Literally, you know who Pound is? He's
Yeah.
like Yajirobe. Like he's always there
Oh.
with everything.
No, that's mad.
Don't say that, bro.
No, I'm
Don't
just saying
say
he's
Jack
no.
Roby.
I'm just saying in the sense that like when shit's happening and he knows he can't win, he's nowhere to be seen. But
Wait,
as soon as,
Yeah, that's the point.
you know what I
That's
mean.
the point.
But it's all right. It's all right. He's gonna come out and he's gonna be OP and he's gonna do what he needs
That's all
to.
I hear when I hear Yajirobe's name.
Hey,
God.
and
Just
Yajiro,
wasted
don't
potential.
forget, Yajirobe put in that work against Vegeta.
What I'm trying to
so-
say, Pound's gonna
Yeah.
put in work when he needs to put in work. But up
What did he
until
do
then,
after
don't
that?
count on him. You know.
What did he do? What did he do after that?
He almost
Whoa.
killed him. He almost killed him until Goku's
But
like,
you're saying
I like
after
this
that,
guy.
but Stebo, think about it like this.
He did nothing but provide sensu beans and die.
No, but think about
That's
it
all
like
he did.
if that one time in the Saiyan saga, Yajirobe didn't go and cut off his tail, there would have been no after that. It would have been over.
Yeah.
Spit those facts,
You know what I
Monkey
mean?
D.
Like-
Spit
Krillin
'em.
has a move called the Destructo Disc. It cuts
Yeah.
stuff. I'm pretty sure he could have done that.
So Morass, you were saying your number 2?
so my number 2, I got Brûlé,
Okay.
and number 1, I got Smoothie.
Okay. That's fair enough.
Like I
Well,
like Smoothie a lot, but she just seemed retarded. Like
Yeah.
I mean, Devil Age, what do you have to say about that? Bottom 3.
Okay, so first I have that flying carpet because that thing pisses me off.
Yeah. I forgot about him.
Also, any of the homies that made up the Seducing Woods, because I don't like the Seducing Woods.
yeah.
So we could probably classify this as Seducing Woods, just in general.
Pound, because of the reason stated before.
Mm-hmm.
God damn it. Leave Pound alone.
No, I was so hyped about him, and it was just
Yeah.
I mean,
He
he's
hasn't
MIA
got his
right now.
apple juice yet. That's all he wanted, man. That's what he's gone to do.
All right.
like,
Bro,
you
once
know
he gets
what
his apple
And
juice,
Bobbins.
probably could beat Cracker. You know.
Wait, who again, Devil Age?
And Bobbins.
Oh,
Oh,
don't,
Bobbin.
don't speak the name of Bobbin like
He was
that,
up in
man.
front, and he didn't do anything. I'm like, okay.
Bobbin did nothing
What
but
do you
swing
mean?
his sword one time.
Yeah, and it looked so sick, man. It was epic. It was like the best thing in
Yeah.
that chapter.
He was unstable.
Yeah. I mean, Stebo, you're bottom 3.
My bottom 3.
Oh, yeah.
As much as it pains my heart to say this, it's got to be Smoothie,
Movie.
Sanji,
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
and Pudding.
Oh, pudding.
Oh,
Bottom
okay.
three. Why bottom 3?
Because they all broke my heart.
All
Yeah,
right.
that's a good point.
That's a good enough explanation.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's actually
Okay, and I guess I'll get my bottom 3 out of the way quick. So I would say my number 3 would be, let's say, I want to go a Pound. I think Pound.
why?
Honestly,
Okay.
I was expecting a little more out of him instead of just the apple juice, but the fact that he's only bringing about the apple juice, like, come on. Number 2, I would probably go to Smoothie, and my number 1 would be Brulee. I'm very disappointed with her because like when we found out about like the mirror world ability and like the capabilities that she had with that, I was thinking like, oh, she's gonna be like, even though like we know like her face, like she's mad ugly, but like facial features and stuff don't matter as long as you have the ability. But the fact that she said that she has no idea where these mirrors will lead her, I was so disappointed.
yeah.
Like it's like if you have that ability, you would kind of get a sense of like where someone's gonna be. Like I know
Yeah,
the
but
mirror
there's like a
itself,
billion mirrors in there.
yeah, the mirror itself was saying like I remember one part in the recent chapter where saying like, oh, this leads to Lady Galette's closet, and I'm like, okay, that's fine, but the user herself does not know. Like, what?
It's a
Yeah.
closet
You know what I
connected
mean?
to the
Like that's so
bathroom.
disappointing.
I
mean,
think that's
like-
a fair point. There's a million mirrors, man. Like she ain't got observation haki up the arse like that, you know.
No,
but
he's
also
saying
no,
because it's
but
like her own
That's her
ability.
ability.
Yeah, she should know because it's her own power. That's what he's saying.
And not to mention too, I think in a way it only works. Let's say like she's on Whole Cake Island. Consider that for the most majority, those kids have probably been just chilling in Whole Cake Island their entire lives. They should probably get a gist, like especially her with that ability, like knowing where everything is at all times. Not for like her own sense, but like Big Mom, like if she gave her that fruit, it's
But
like
look,
you got to
though,
make sure you know everything inside and out.
You don't even got to take it that far though. What about the part where she didn't even realize that the carrot that she had suspended above the boiling pot
Mm-hmm.
wasn't even the real carrot?
yeah, it was
Yeah,
just a
yeah.
frucky.
It was the one that she turned into carrot. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of looked at it as like Captain Ginyu. Like if you guys remember in Dragon Ball when like he was gonna try and take the body from like Goku again, and all of a sudden we see like the frog come in. I kind of saw it as something like that. So maybe we saw like maybe like a solar flare like behind the scenes, because that's another thing we need to discuss afterwards about Oda off screen a lot of things, because I could see that potentially being in the anime, like whatever stuff he couldn't cover in the manga being like touched upon later in the anime. But that's like little things like that kind of gripe me a bit.
Yeah, but we had text bubbles saying ribbit. She knows that she can turn animals into copies of other beings, right? So why would she say, okay, so carrot's riveting like a frog. Maybe this is a frog that I turned into a copy of carrot.
Mm-hmm. But if you remember too, though, like Carrot was also like speaking at the same time, so that way like Brule wouldn't figure out that it's like a frog instead of like the actual her. You know, the voice recognition thing is like what was kind of helping her at that moment. Otherwise, she should have known by then, right?
But then again, there's
No, she
observation
should scream
hockey.
at the same time. Yeah, but would observation hockey work with voice recognition? Like,
Well, I mean,
if
you
you
should
have
be able to
observation
sense.
hockey, yeah, you'd sense two people.
Yeah.
You know.
no, she must not have had it then. Because think about it, if Opera, who I would consider a little bit on a higher scale, not even that much, but like on a higher rank compared to Brule, she should at least have it. And if Opera doesn't have it, she shouldn't have it.
I think they have it. I think
It's
Oda's just.
something weird.
They
I
both
think
should
Oda's
have
just messing up. I think
Yeah,
the
for
story's
like
just
the
moving too
scale,
fast.
yeah, for the scaling of where Big Mom's crew it, like you're a Yonko crew and you're on the new world, like all your top people should have it, you know, in order to be a top person.
Chinjao said it's so many people with Conqueror's Hockey, right? So why
Yeah.
wouldn't people who belong to a Yonko's crew not have observation at least?
Or
I could see
or
that
at least
top,
armament
it's
or
gonna be
something.
reserved to like the top people. Like I could see potentially
Yeah.
like whoever, like the Katakuri, for
But
example,
just
is
like-
someone we haven't
like
seen.
Andrew and
Be
his
one of
priest?
them. Like who?
They talked about it as if
Like Henry and
observation's
Priest?
basic.
Sorry, Devil Lake. Sorry, what were you saying?
You mean like Enru and his priest? You were saying top tiers would have it, but you know those guys aren't really top tier.
Yeah, like I would say, like for example, if we're talking about like the Yonko commanders, like if we're saying like Katakuri or like the other calamities, they could possibly have it, or even like Jack himself could have had it too, right? Like those kind of people. It wouldn't make sense for like the executives to be able to possess King Saki, at least have some shape or form.
No, we're not saying
Shotoki,
hockey.
whatever.
We're saying
But I'm talking about observations, though.
observation.
observation,
Like it should be
okay.
more basic for people to have. Like they
Yeah.
said, you need either observation or armament to even be relevant in the new world. You know, to even
Yeah,
like
but-
survive there, you need them.
Yeah,
So it's
Yeah, but
like
she's a subordinate
Right.
of a Yonko though, so it won't matter too much. if she
exactly
doesn't
we're
have
saying
it.
the subordinate should have it. You know.
Not all of them need it though. Like, oh, you need
Yeah.
to, you need to at least have.
No,
like, a
exactly.
few
Not everyone
tiers.
needs it, but like we're talking about some of her top people. You know.
No,
I don't
but
think
practically,
Brule's her top
practically
people,
they
though.
do need it though. For
Why?
practical reasons, because if someone comes on the island like what's happening now, how are you going to detect threats?
They literally had those snails under the sea, remember? Like in the opening of Big.
And not to mention too, you look
No,
at
but
the
that was
uncles, they have to
German,
have
I
like
thought,
strategists, that kind of stuff. Like someone who's like the strategist would have observation hockey, like maybe not to the level of Big Mom where she knows everything that's going on, but at least to get a general idea what's happening to lead like the other people in the armies to know what's going on.
Nah. Go get him, Stebo. Get him.
Well, we do know though for a fact that Bushoku and observation hockey is something you could train once you eventually get hockey, like King's hockey. Like it happens to 1 in a million, right? So
Well,
Yeah,
the King's
true.
hockey was 1 in a million, but like, I'm just trying to say, from what I thought, they said
Observation and
about it,
armaments, that's
those
dime a
were
dozen.
base. Yeah, exactly. Like everyone in the New World has observation armament. Like, if you don't have those, you can't survive.
right.
That's why, like,
if
for
you-
example, like,
If you're under a Yonko, it doesn't matter. You don't need to. You don't need to survive. You've got a shield.
But could it also be that it's just underdeveloped? Could it also be that it's just underdeveloped because
Remember
of
how Sanji
yeah.
was supposed to specialize in observation hockey, but he couldn't dodge judges' attacks?
What are you going to do if you in a fight or somebody's invading your territory? You just don't have armaments and observation. It's just like, mama, help.
yeah,
But
then
what-
Big Mom has to
but-
do everything. You
No,
know,
but what happened? No, but what happened? I'm saying just Brule. I'm not talking about everyone else. Like I assume most of the top tiers would obviously have.
But
it, I
why
don't think
just
Brule-
Brule though,
Opera-
Nikki? That's
Yeah.
too convenient. I understand that y'all want to defend it, but why? Oda can make
Yeah.
mistakes.
Yeah, but I also think maybe
wait,
just
wait, stop. That's a little too far, though, Stebo. Stop.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's happening. It's happening.
No, but guys, listen. Could it also be just it's just underdeveloped just because all of the homies Big Mom made? Because I still think they are connected with each other and they say, okay, this is going on, this is going on. So they don't really necessarily need the observation hockey in some way.
Ooh, get him,
Yeah,
Maras.
I
Get
could
him.
get what he's saying by that though. Like, I mean, they've kind of
you
grown
would
accustomed
have one of
to.
the-
They've kind of grown accustomed to Big Mom's like homies picking up everything. Like they basically
Yeah.
slacked off, so they haven't trained it as much as they needed to.
Yeah, exactly.
Observation hockey
Yeah,
might have
I
stopped
do
the
still.
Rouge.
I do think they should have it still.
The
Though.
way I
Like,
see it-
They that's what I say.
The way
they
it's
should
being
have
presented
it.
to me, they stay busy.
Yeah.
Right.
They stay busy. Like they always working. You don't get to the top and then just chill.
well, I mean, how often do you think Big Mom leaves her island?
But it's not just Big Mom though. But how often do you
I
think
mean,
people
like,
attack
So I mean,
her
how often
territory?
do you think? That's what I'm
Not
trying to say
often.
though. I feel like Big Mom has so many other people doing work for her that her and her
Yeah.
top tiers just chill back. Like the fact that Cracker hasn't encountered someone who's been capable of taking him out of his armor yet. That alone tells me that he hasn't been dealing with.
Well, he
top tier
said not too
like
many
he should
people.
be.
He didn't say nobody, did he? He said not
Well,
too many
no
people.
one in the world government at least.
No, he
Yeah.
said that
Actually,
you're
a lot
the
of
first
people invade
person.
Whole Cake Island
Yeah.
because, like,
Okay.
they were talking about the supernovas that had done it.
Yeah, all the supernovas have done it, but I mean the fact. Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
Okay,
Oh,
you
yeah,
know what
by
we
the-
should do? Probably we should get into the dark horse. Like each character, we think like one character each person. We think is going to be the dark horse.
I just
going
want to make
into
a
the
point about Pound.
Wait, what do you mean, Dark Horse, Laz? Sorry.
I would say okay. So basically, like someone that we've seen, like for example, like if I was in Maya, it would be Amande. Someone that we've seen like a little bit of, but not enough. But I think could play a big part later on into the arc.
Ooh, I got mine.
So it's only people
So
that we've
it
only
could be
seen a
through
little bit
battle.
of.
It could be
Alright.
through like political stuff. Like it depends on like
Just
what
Is
you.
it
before we
only,
get
is
to
it only
that,
people that
let
we've
me
seen a
just-
little bit of?
It
I
could
got.
be.
I'll start.
It could be.
Wait.
It could be anyone
I
in
think
the arc already, or it could be anyone that could potentially be in it.
Oh, wait, let me just say this one thing quickly before we get on this. Pound
Sure.
put in some work. He punched Brule in the face, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's it. I'm out. There we go. And he saved Nami's life.
Drop
He actually
smack.
saved Luffy's life. So technically, he might have beat Cracker. Oh, hey.
Yeah, sounds right to
Oh,
me.
wow.
Yeah.
So change my ranking then. Wow.
I mean, we don't have to. I mean, yeah, let's think about it this way.
Hey.
We don't know what
If
would have
Pound didn't
happened
save
if he got his
Nami.
apple juice. You know.
Oh, exactly. Okay, yeah, that's what I have to say.
But yeah, let's start in
Dark
order.
Horse.
One dark horse each. So Devil Egg, you go
But
first.
Can you
I
have
have
two?
Judge.
Yeah, Judge, right? Okay. That's a fair point.
I feel like everybody's sleeping on him right now, right? They're like at the wedding. He's gonna like do something awesome. Everyone's like, "Yo, Judge!"
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Whatever,
I
devil
see that
leg.
too, yeah. Maras, how about you?
I have two.
You can have a tie. I mean,
Stop being difficult, Morass.
but you have to be honest though. You gotta pick one.
No, I'm joking. You can pick two, Morass. It's fun. It's fun.
Okay, I've got Caesar and Lola.
Okay.
Why Lola though?
Okay.
Why Lola?
I forgot Caesar was here.
I forgot Caesar in this arc too.
Yeah, for real.
He's gonna become a straw hat, guys. So don't
As
forget.
did I.
He's cooking in the lab right now as we speak.
But why Lola? I still think because there were so many things about Lola, I still think she will come in at the wedding somehow, some way.
Yeah.
She ran away from Big Mom though. Like I don't know why she'd run back.
Nikki, she's gonna sense that her friends are in trouble.
Mhm.
My
all the way in,
friends.
Without
all the way in the
question,
bar in Enos lobby. She's gonna sense it. With those two
Dude, that was 2
squarehead
years
sisters.
ago. She's already by them, Nikki. God.
Yeah.
All right. We'll see then. Mister. All right.
Just for Nikki, she will come in with NL on his airplane flying in.
Yeah.
Oh, God, you fuck off, man.
Shit.
Oh my
Nami,
God.
I'm gonna save you.
Oh, my
that's gonna be
goodness, man.
I mean, Law, who do you have?
Oh no, I was actually gonna say Lola too. That's why I'm so behind it.
Okay.
Oh my days.
I'm not
anything else-
joking.
is
Like,
there anything
bro,
else you want to
I
add?
literally, dude. I mean,
Alright.
I honestly think for like significance wise, like I always thought ever since we saw her, she would be like why they what's it called? Like I thought Big Mom would be an ally at first, right? And I thought just because of Lola, right? Like the whole like even seeing the Vivier card thing, like Big Mom being mad or whatever. Like I'm not gonna lie, bro. After we've seen everything in this arc, I wouldn't be surprised if Lola still came to the island after we've heard everything she said, and was kind of like, "All right, whatever," and like didn't try and like actually kill Lola. Like I'm not, like I don't know. I just feel like we've seen so much craziness already. Like it wouldn't really surprise me.
Yeah.
All right.
But like
I
that's how
agree with you
Lola
and
was being
disagree with
hyped
you.
up. I'm just saying, but that's how it was being hyped up. Like Lola literally said, "If you're ever in trouble in the new world, go see my mom. She's a super big pirate. She'll help you out." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's just
I
been
agree.
like that for years. Like,
Yeah, I agree with you and disagree with you at the same time. It's hard for me to. I don't know what to say.
Nikki, just believe. I'm telling you.
Yeah, you gotta believe in your
Whatever.
crewmates.
Yeah, man.
You know what would be funny
Whatever.
if Lola comes in with the guy that she's supposed to be married with. Hey, Mom.
Oh, stop!
I got you, guy.
It's all right.
Well, actually-
this could be
well,
my
I-
wedding.
Yeah, well, I probably have a different twist of that when it comes to like Lola and like I guess like why she hasn't been in Whole Cake Island for the amount of years that she's been. But let's moving on quickly. We get to Nikki, your dark horse.
Everyone keeps forgetting the main man, the one who had that one panel, and it just showed how strong he was.
You mean
Bobbin.
Rouge, right?
Bobbin. The Bobbin hype train
Bobbin,
is
okay.
coming, guys. Bobbin
screw
or
Bobbin.
Pound. Or Bobbin or Pound. I have to put Pound as well there. It's a tie.
Okay.
No.
All right, then that's a good pick.
And screw you, Devil Leg. Don't talk bad about Bobbin.
Hey, Bobbin might be hype. It's like, think about it. You have like
Bobbin's
the
the water
enraged
boy.
army. You have that one guy just chilling in the army, low key,
You
waiting
just
for.
call Bobbin a water boy?
Did
I mean,
you just
what
call
was he?
Bobbin a water boy?
Oh my god!
You better get your Adam Sandler loving ass out of here, Devil Leg.
Man, that would be disappointing. You see him like walking into like the wedding. He's bringing like the fucking like the water bottles and shit.
Man, you guys, okay, watch when Bobbin starts killing everybody. He might even kill Ichiji.
Well, yeah,
Watch
yeah.
that stuff. Watch him kill
If
Ichiji.
Bobbin kills Ichiji, he's immediately my favorite character, but okay.
See? See how he switched up right there, guys? See it? He knows. He
Yeah.
knows.
Hey, the hype's already beginning. We haven't gone to the second half yet. How about one? What's your dark horse?
Can I pick 3? No, I'm joking. I'll probably have to say Peckhams, you know. I feel like he's going to come back.
He got shot in the back, even though he's got a power that stops him from getting shot in the back.
That's why we
I
say he's
know.
the dark horse.
He gonna come back.
with something special.
He gonna come back with his awakening and teach Luffy how to energy bend.
Yeah, I just see in the comments, Jay James is like Bobbin is the rock star, Big Mom's crew.
That's the last
Right.
Airbender reference.
It's the
That is
truth.
their last Airbender
That's what you
reference?
Yeah. Lion
I thought
turtle.
that's
He said, "Oh yeah."
Oh,
I
I
have
don't
an
Airbender.
interesting
know.
theory about a lion turtle kind of thing in One Piece, but I won't get into
Come
that.
on, son.
Okay.
If you teach Luffy how to energy bend, it's over.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need that spirit bomb ASAP.
For
You won't
real.
even have to kill Big Mom.
Oh my days, man.
Literally
Who
take her
next?
soul.
Yeah, Stebo, I think is the next one.
Oh, okay. So it's my dark horse then.
Mm-hmm.
If he says a
Ooh,
Jackie
wee.
through, I'm leaving.
Son,
Yeah.
I'm joking.
zip your mouth up.
Who is
If I had the
Stebo?
jacket know me, I could do it for you.
Oh,
shit.
hey.
Throwing
Alright,
those
alright.
zippers. Throwing those zippers.
Can we get a zipper hype spam in the chat?
All right, so my dark horse. Ooh. I always do this.
5.
Oh, I know who's gonna choose. I actually know who's gonna choose as well. I actually know. Shit.
You do?
Yeah, if you don't say, I'm gonna laugh. To be honest.
Because I don't. Jinbei.
You didn't say Worm Dog. Oh shit! I thought you were gonna say Worm Dog.
Oh man, I should have said Worm Dog. Worm Dog. Yeah. Worm Dog. I forgot.
Well, he said Jinbei first. He said Jinbei first. We all heard that.
No.
So
He forgot Nikki.
Oh,
I
please.
forgot about Worm Dog.
He's
Worm
the one
Dog.
who
It
he
is
made
Worm
me
Dog.
think about. He made me think about Worm Dog the whole time. Worm Dog, man. Watch out for
Is
Worm
his name
Dog,
even
man.
Worm Dog? What is his name?
I forgot.
His name is Anglius. His name is
Anglius, there you go,
Anglius.
yeah.
But I call him Worm Dog.
I'm still wondering why he got the number 2 on the worm.
Because it's probably
Second
like the docking
favorite child.
system. It's probably like the
He's
docking
right
system. They probably have more like that.
No, he's right behind Bobbin in tears.
What if
That's
what
why.
if
Oh my
what if
God.
he's like Big Mom's like second favorite?
That's what I was
Oh.
thinking. That's why I was saying like
That's evil. You put numbers on your children?
I mean, hey, Big Mom's crazy, man. She does anything. I wouldn't be surprised.
That's more evil than taking soul.
I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't be surprised though. Just like
Maybe
I
that-
like you.
some.
You get the
Maybe-
number one half from SpongeBob.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess it's down to me. So my dark horse is someone I think that's been very too laid back in the first half of Whole Cake Island. Someone who I think is plotting something that we don't know yet, and that character is Ichiji. I feel like he's going to be the dark horse.
Mm.
I really do feel like, and then we'll go into the like predictions and twists and stuff, but I really do feel like he's going to be like the key factor going into the second half. Like, for instance, like we know for a fact that like Judge and the Vince Smokes, they would have to be idiots to walk into this wedding knowing that Big Mom's probably going to be planning something against them. And the fact that we know that they are a clan of assassins, they should be kind of prepared to see something like this go against them. So they must have had a plan prepared long before they even set up the wedding. And I think at the same time I'm looking at it, I think Judge has far too much pride to look into what's going to be going on before him, like, or after him. And then in a sense, like EGG, I feel like he's going to be like the traitor to the Vince Smokes. And what I mean by traitor, like he's probably going to be the one to take out Judge and end up taking control afterwards of the Vince Smokes and possibly like leading some kind of like an assassination on his own terms come the day of the wedding.
It's a hell of a lot of assassinating. Damn.
Because you got to look at it too like this. Like Ichiji really hasn't done too much in this arc. And that's not because Oda hasn't done anything for him. I think it's just the fact that if we kind of know the nature of him already, like the way he speaks, he does feel like a kind of guy that has something in the wraps that we just don't know yet.
He's
So I'm
related to
looking
Mr.
forward
Prince.
him. Yeah. I mean,
But I feel like if they assassinate Judge, like they're already screwed anyway. They can't really fight Big Mom, expect to like get out alive. But assassinating Judge as well, ooh, he will.
I mean,
I kind of saw that because I forget where they say it, but like they're talking about how they have like their plans or like whatever agenda they have. But like Ichi just seems like the type that like, for example, like they're all grown up and like they're all like under like shit conditions, right? Every day. But like Judge's plan was to take the North Blue, right? It seemed like he's thinking like I could literally take North Blue and something else if I was ruling. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like I think what's gonna happen is like he's gonna look at Judge and be like, "You think too small and in a box, you know?" Kind of thing. And like, but I could do so much more.
Yo, what's up, guys?
What's up,
Take over the
DGK?
world.
Get out of here, DGK! Get out of here!
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm driving through this real quick.
Yeah, he's finally come.
Fun.
Our
So
captain has arrived.
Yeah, this
So,
shit-
just to make sure that everyone is on
Nah, I've
terms
been
of
here,
what's
I've been
going on, DGK, we talked about our top 3 characters thus far in Whole Cake Island, as well as our bottom 3 and our dark horse. So start off with the top 3.
like favorite, strongest, or what?
I mean, the person that pretty much like put in the most work. So it could be from like fighting or politics, anything.
I'm trying to think. I would say probably.
Sorry, DGK, your mic's a bit messed up.
Is it?
You sound like a robot.
Here, let me.
Yeah, you sound like a robot.
Stebo, you gotta be careful saying that, man. See, look what you did. Now he's gone.
I'm the captain now.
Sound like Bob.
But yeah, we'll wait for him to come back in real quick. But I mean, yeah, like, okay, there he is.
But yeah, like going with top 3, I'm gonna say the people who I think are gonna put in the most work, just because I think we're gonna see it really soon. I think
Yeah.
Chopper and Carrot. I think they're gonna be the ones to unleash everything. And after that, I almost want to say Nami, just because of what she's doing, but I'd say be tied to Nami and Jinbei. Like I feel like Luffy's done a lot, but I feel like in terms of like what's going to like end up happening later on, I feel it's gonna be them. Obviously, Sanji's probably gonna end up being the one that puts in like everything. Because
Why no Pedro though?
What?
Yeah, exactly, bro.
No Pedro, man.
No, that's true. Actually, I'm gonna take back the last one. I'm gonna say Brooke instead, because I think Brooke being the one that took everything and fighting Big Mom.
And you still don't put Pedro there.
Well, you have to remember from what I see happening, which we'll go into later. But like, I think that Chopper and Kara are gonna be the ones to unleash hell. Like kind of like remember in Dressrosa, right? How Usopp and Robin basically saved everyone, mainly Usopp, from the toys, right? And then like everything went really crazy from then onward. That's when the fighting chance to win. That's how I imagine it going down with all the books. Because I was looking at the book yesterday that was someone with the chicken on it. That's the basilisk from the Impel Down, the like chicken like thing, like the Gryffindor thing.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah.
she
I know what
probably
you're
has
talking
all.
about.
She probably has all the Impel Down creatures on there, like the praying mantis. They got its little shitty thing stuck in the ground. But yes, I assume I'd be surprised and I'd laugh if somehow Bon Clay was in one of the books. but yeah, like, I just think that Carrie and Chopper can put in the most work, and I guess Brooke would probably be the one after, because like he's one of you wanting a Yonko.
Okay, so let's like for the first half, pretty much like, who you have as your top 3. Okay, and the bottom 3.
The bottom 3 of like all of just the Straw Hats you're talking about?
I would say like overall, like any character in Whole Cake Island that
Whole Cake
participated.
Island arc. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's like everything.
I would say Brule got kind of shit on it, and like she was more of a detriment to like what's happening, because it's going with Big Mom, like, or against Big Mom, going with the Straw Hats. After that, I'm trying to think of like the shitty kickers, the homies, I guess, because again, same
Dude,
thing.
that's what I said. It's literally what I said.
But
It's like they're so trash.
They're not trash, man. They helped out in the cracker fight.
The last one I would just say, then I guess like the Pawn Soldiers. But like in terms of what we haven't seen, right? Man, I feel like Bobbin. I expected so much from him, and I hope he's gonna put in work. But like, dude,
he will.
I really
you
thought
guys
he was
always
gonna
tell
be
me to
category.
believe.
I thought he was gonna be category. But
He's putting in more work than Bobbins.
that's what it seems like.
Please, man. All she did is rewind someone's memory and shoot them in the leg.
Don't start this, Nick.
And that's more than
Started.
That's what Bobbin does,
And
yeah.
then was it the Dark Horse you said? So like was
Yeah,
that
so
new
pretty much
for
like the
you?
character we haven't seen much do, like either like hasn't done much in the first half, or like we've seen a little bit, but could probably do a lot more in the second half of Whole Cake Island.
I guess like cheating would probably be like obviously then Sanji for the good side, and the bad side would be probably Katakuri. Just because when Katakuri comes, man. Damn it, I want to say someone else, which is Capone, because like whatever the fuck he does.
Yeah.
We've already
I
seen
think we're
Katakuri.
forgetting about Capone for a little bit in our lists.
Because like, man, Katakuri
Let's say
whenever
for
he
the-
shows up,
there you
dude.
go.
Oh, sorry. But I was gonna say, like, Katakuri whenever he shows up, he should literally just shut down everyone. Like that's how I like if Ben Beckman showed up right during the wedding, like all chaos broke loose, right? I feel like so far on the island, besides like Big Mom herself, there should be no one that can contest a first seat commander.
Yeah.
But like I feel like when that person shows up, that like no matter what's happening, that like he should be able to, or she should be able to shut it down completely. But we'll see.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, like, since we haven't been talking about Capone so much, I mean, like, I guess we can make some predictions about Capone. I mean, like, what's his role going into the second half?
I think that Nitro Cell the Jelly thing, right, being his homie, right? I think that's gonna be a big part of it. I think he somehow knows how to use it for himself. Because I would imagine if right now, right, let's just say that he could somehow like connect with it because it's his soul, right? And he knows how to do it, and he would know what's going on with Pudding and Rachel on them, and he'd be able to like jump in on that, if not being the one that starts it. Because like if a Game of Thrones wise, right, I would imagine him being Littlefinger from Game of Thrones. That's who I imagine him. Like the sneaky guy from the background, making both sides like fight to the death, so he can like do whatever.
Yeah, so he can go in after and
Isn't that Pudding? Isn't that Pudding, guys?
Ah, dude, I think either she's good. I still think she's good. Like 99% of me think she's good.
I don't understand why you guys think she's good at all.
Because you got to be the best.
Yeah, man, you got to look at everything that's happened and like combine it all.
No,
I still think she's good, man.
Like,
Wait, do we?
well, now,
Yeah,
but
I just think the plot holes though.
Wait, hold on.
ask
Let's
this
do a vote
question.
real quick. Who here thinks she's good and who here thinks she's evil?
She's good.
She's good.
Alright, wait, I don't know who's
Alright,
saying
so
it.
I'll ask each person, and we'll pretty much count up a tally. So, Devil Lake, good or bad?
I think she's bad.
Okay, that's one. DGK, good or bad?
Good.
So that's 1 versus 1. Morass,
Good.
good. That's 2 versus 1.
I
Law,
think it's just me and Nikki.
I'm gonna say that she's evil, but I see what she's doing. And
Dan.
I think there's a strong possibility.
Dan.
Like it's just like
Even
looking at.
Usopp.
I know. Like I wouldn't be surprised if she's good, but just for everything, like I don't think that she would be mocking like Sanji, like his faces and like you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like from last time, I
it's
don't
too
see.
sweet.
Dude, for the
Be
homies.
like-
so 2 for 2 then, good and bad. Okay, so Nikki,
That bitch Evo.
3 for 2, 1.
I think she's evil. Oh no, good. I think she's good.
They all
Whoa,
don't like
you're
us
about
up on
to
the
do
bit, don't lie.
High game.
I got hella
Stebo.
confused real quick.
Stebo, good or bad?
What's the tally?
It doesn't matter
Three,
what.
right?
Don't tell him the tally. No, don't
It does
tell him.
not matter what the tally is.
It's a
Does not
tie
matter.
game right now.
Does not matter.
It doesn't matter either way because it's tied.
It's a tie game in the
No,
bottom
Oh,
of
what
the
did you say?
bases are loaded. You have a hard run up that deck. You hit it.
Oh god. We want
I asked for the tally. You must provide it.
we want
Tie game in the bottom of the ninth. Okay, tie game in the bottom of the ninth. You have to hit a home run. Who is it?
Well, I got to know the conditions.
If
No,
you
no,
lose,
no. Just we
well,
want you to just.
we'll decide after,
wait,
but good or bad.
I say she's good.
Okay, so
Hey.
and I say she's good, so that's 5 to 3.
Alright,
Damn
we
it.
won.
Delusional people.
Yeah, you get him, Nikki.
But, like,
Yeah.
I don't think they're delusional, but I just
I'm
don't.
joking.
The reason I feel like she has to be, well, I don't want to say has to, but I believe that she is good, is we already know that she's a big actor. Like, that was mentioned pretty clearly for us audience, more so than anyone, right? And the fact that she's probably acting right there for the homies. Because I still think that the homies are a big thing. Like, the fact that she has to act in front of them. Because no one else besides Reiju and the homies are there that she would probably know of, unless she knows Sanji's there. And I feel like she's just literally trying to get them to, aka the Big Mom versus the Smokes. I think she's going to get them to fight each other so that, like, Sanji and maybe the Straw Hats can, like, dip, like, during the
Alright.
chaos. I think that's
Let me
her
just
plan.
ask this.
I
Let
feel
me
like
just
this is like a
let me
front
just ask
so that
this
we get
question.
something good later.
Let me
Like
just
for example,
ask
like
this
you know
one
when you
question,
had like
guys.
hold on. You know when you have like Usopp versus Luffy, right? Throughout the whole thing, like Luffy kept a stern face, but then as soon as he got back to the ship, he was crying. And we had
Right.
like the Sanji versus Luffy. Sanji put on a brave face as soon as he got into the thing, he's crying. I think this is what that's going to be like. Right now, she's putting on that front, and then when we're leaving her behind, she's going to be upset after all the things that she had to do.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
All right, let me ask this question, guys. Why should Pudding even help Sanji?
Because she loves him. I
It's
really do.
simple.
Really?
I
Oh,
really
come
do.
on,
No, I
guys.
really
Serious.
do. I think, okay, no, let
She
me
fell
answer
for
this.
his sob stories.
No,
she
but
fell
like,
for
these
it.
things.
Oh,
right.
I think she's just like
she
Sanji,
saw
man.
his.
She wants some more of that black leg, man.
She
Come
got
on.
hard on.
Yeah.
But think of this, right? We had the Lola flashback. That was for us audience. No one else heard or saw that besides
Yep.
her and
But
us.
we don't know the context of it, though. It doesn't
But
say
no, the
anything
context. I know, but the
about it.
context of it, from what we can understand,
Being
Is that-
free.
well, yeah, being free, being able to choose your
All right.
person.
I mean, to be fair, she did start thinking about it after Big Mom denied her dress, so I can see where they're coming from.
Yep.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
but
right.
okay,
Big
let's
Mom
think.
is
Okay,
literally
let's.
telling her exactly what she needs to do, and now she's like, "Oh,
Well,
well, I could like be like Lola and say fuck that and like marry whoever I want,"
okay,
which I think she wants to marry
guys, don't you
Sanji now.
remember only one
Yeah.
arc ago in Zoe, they pushed the whole thing to make it look like the Minx were like
That's
being
my point, dude.
destroyed by Jack for no reason, right?
Yep, Riza.
And we found out they were lying, but all those pushing that it was pushing in that direction. So don't you think him putting a panel with Lola in it could be the exact same thing?
No.
I
Why?
think
I
that's
mean, wait. Did we see Pudding's face in that flashback?
mm-mm.
No.
Yeah.
So
We
like
kind of
for all we know, like she could be like because we only saw her from behind, didn't it? Like
Yeah,
if we actually
that's
saw like her facial expression, for all we know, she could have been screwing the shit out of Lola, like giving her the
Exactly,
most
like that's what I'm
disgusting look.
saying. No
Well, not
one
to mention
knows.
But
too,
I
they made
don't
a
think that's
big they
gonna
made a
happen.
big fact when it came to like the
I'm about
rain
to
because
look
it
it
was
up.
raining at that moment. So when she stepped out to the balcony, it was raining. Like I kind of
Yeah.
compare it to like when Sasuke like remember if you guys remember like if you ever played Naruto Storm 2, I believe it was, where it showed like after like he killed Itachi and it had a thing where he was remembering all the moments and when it started he started crying, it followed through with like the rain coming down.
Yep, on the
So I
rock.
definitely see
Yeah,
it as like one of those moments.
But Rain's
yeah,
such a
yeah.
cliche, emotional, like weather drive, like
And it
any
works. That's
film.
why it
It'll
keeps
start.
being
Yeah,
That's
used.
but
exactly of
no,
course it
but
works well.
sometimes it can be used to trick you. So you think it's raining. Oh, this person must be sad, or maybe
And
they're happy.
sometimes a
That's why it's
character
raining.
being evil could be used to trick you so that you think they're good later on.
Yeah, and sometimes you think they're good, but they're actually evil.
This can go on forever.
Hey man,
Yeah.
I'm just making my point. You guys know what Oda can like
Nikki, I
basically
want you.
direct a story in
I
the
do,
wrong
I do
way.
think this was too predictable for Oda though, because everyone from
Yeah,
the start said that she was evil. For her to
I
actually
mean,
be evil
wasn't the Lola's
wouldn't.
Big Mom's daughter thing a little predictable?
Yeah, but
yeah.
everyone kept thinking that she wasn't for some dumb
Then
reason. I don't
Yeah.
understand.
that's my point. There's like people are crazy, but yeah, but like if you look at people like Praline, right, who I think was with Aladdin, and then like you could even argue like Capone's wife, which I think I can't remember her name, but
Siobhan?
yeah, Siobhan.
Mhm.
The ones that leave, right, like they start looking back and they're like, man, like that life sucks. Like I'd rather be free. Because when they're talking straight in front of Praline, about like betraying basically Big Mom, well not betraying but leaving Big Mom, right? She's like, oh, like Big Mom doesn't like that, but I'm still your like wife, so I'll do whatever you guys want to do. Like, I'm with you guys. If they were really that loyal, she would have been like, oh no, I'm gonna go tell her. Like, fuck you guys.
She has 80 kids. Like I even know 160 kids. Not all of them are going to be loyal just by
No,
like.
I'm saying like we have like that's my point though. Like, but we have ones that are like not loyal. It's kind of like I'm
There
trying to think
is a
about a good way.
pattern there.
It's kind of like when you leave, right? When you leave your parents, like let's say you get your first girlfriend, right? Your mom,
Yeah.
like, so your mom might not like your girlfriend, but afterwards you can kind of tell that like your girlfriend's there for you, and your mom's trying to like do what's best for you, but like is trying to control you at the same time. Like I think Big Mom's literally trying to like either keep her children safe, and there could be more backstory to that, or she's straight up just literally trying to like mind control, then like to the point where like you do exactly what I say when I tell you to do it, and whatnot.
I get your point, but the one question that no one can answer to me really, with like, it's just like, why is she actually helping Sanji? There's no connection for them to actually help her. They've never been friends. They just
But
met the other day. Like,
I think
why should she help her?
at first, right, throughout the story, there was no reason for her to help her. Like they were just getting married as like a formal arrangement, whatever. And then as we go through the arc with each other, right, and they're telling each other like their shitty backstories, right, and like what happened to them, like Sanji telling him about his family, whatever. I think that's what sparked it. I think that she realized that hey, there's other people like me who have shitty parents who treat their kids like garbage and control them. And I think that's like
Yeah,
what sparked it. Like that's what made them
exactly.
friends. It's like look, Naruto and Sasuke, right? Like by no means did they ever talk to each other about their lives and shit. But they kind of realized, like looking at each other like from a distance, and then eventually kind of trading fists that hey, like we're alike. Like we
But
don't have the exact situation, but we're similar.
Yeah, but like Naruto is already known as like the leper of the whole of Leaf Village or whatever. So like everyone knew about Naruto and Sasuke. Everyone knew about him
No,
because his whole family,
the kids
his
didn't
clan got
really
murdered.
know. The kids didn't really know for a while. It was banned.
Yeah, okay. But the fact is, Naruto was obviously the leper.
Oh no,
Basically, he
like
was like
it's clear, but I'm
isolated.
saying like that's like what drew them to each other because they're like always looking. Like you remember the scene where
Yeah,
when they're children, they're looking down on each other. Like Sasuke's looking up,
but
up the water bridge and stuff like that, and
yeah,
they're
that's
looking.
true.
They're like and like Naruto and Sasuke both said like even though we never talked, I already knew what you were feeling inside.
I know. That's
Yo.
a fair point. That's a fair point.
They
But
don't-
they've been
They
together.
don't show her face.
Oh, I told you
Yeah,
so.
it's
And
from
they were
behind,
together
right?
for years. They were together for years. It's not
Yeah,
literally
but I think
met
what
Sanji
made
like
up
a
that
week ago.
I think what made up that difference in this was the fact that Sanji showed her his beaten up face.
Yeah.
Like I think that seeing that must have like triggered her a bit.
No, that's the only thing he could do though. There's nothing else he could have done. Like he had,
That's
had
like
to go for
what
broke. It's like
I
I hope
think
this
that's
girl
what
loves
put
me.
her in that mindset though.
That and the
No,
fact that
no.
he was willing to risk and give everything for his friends kind of like drew her in. I think.
I don't think that. Like I don't think so. Like
Nikki,
that
this is
doesn't
why we're
seem
here for you,
enough.
Nikki.
I'm just saying it doesn't seem like enough motivation for her to just be like, I'm gonna help this guy out and put my life on the line because he's got a swollen face and he's got a sad story. Oh
No, but Nikki, she using the thing with Sanji just for her own benefit as well, just to get free.
yeah, that I can agree with, but I don't think she's trying to help Sanji. I just think she doesn't care what happens to him.
Yeah, but look at it in a stance like this. Is like if you love something, you want to set it free. Like I think she probably knows in her mind that like she won't be able to have the life she wants with Sanji. So at the very least, she's gonna try and do everything she can to set him free, so that way he won't experience that type of hell. Like I really do believe like she is acting upon that. Like she doesn't really mean like, oh, he was an idiot for like actually falling, like believing in all the shit that I was saying. Right? Again, it comes with like between like her acting skills and what she's trying to like do at the moment.
All right, so I have a question. Why
Okay,
tell
go on,
Luffy
go on.
and Nami?
Well, then now this is the perfect time for me to actually bring in my thing in regards to that. So, in regards to it, I really think that like if we look at like Yu Yu Hakusho, we know Hiei has the Jagan Eye, and one of the main abilities of the Jagan Eye is in fact telepathy, which you can communicate with minds. If we know Luffy as a character, you tell him anything, he's not going to keep a secret. That's a fact about Luffy.
Yeah.
But Nami, who pretty much we can kind of consider, and they're next to Sanji as well, like the strategist of the team, right? She would probably tell Nami through the third eye, because remember, the third eye was looking at her. It wasn't looking through the door. It was literally looking at her. And we know for a fact that Nami was not freaking out the same way that Luffy was. So she was like more calm and collected. I mean, not fully calm and collected, but like she was a little bit more calm compared to what Luffy was.
He was actually trying to understand something and it like takes some information in.
And I know some people were saying too, it's like, why wouldn't she tell the same thing to Reiju? Well, think about it. She's part of the family that he doesn't want to go back to. You know what I mean? Like she doesn't know the relationship between like her, like him and Sanji, right? So she still probably considers them as an enemy. She's doing all this just to protect her friends.
Actually, I'm still confused on why she shot Reiju, and it just seems random.
Someone said, which I was looking online, and someone said a theory about like, oh, what if they were testing the bullets for tomorrow, right? To make sure like the candy jacket bullets could actually go through the iron armor. Like,
ooh, that's quite good actually.
Yeah,
Oh,
but the thing why she was shooting Pudding, I think what I already said in the stream before this one was that she's planning ahead and she put some secret message inside the head of Reiju. But the homies were probably with her as well when she was shooting them. Her. So she just shooting her in the leg to look like, okay, I shot her.
That's the big. Sorry.
No, you go on.
I was just gonna say the big thing I know me and Dan talked about. Either way, is like, aren't the Vince Smokes gonna be like, why was a soldier shooting randomly and like my daughter? Like the only way I could see them like not allowing the soldier to be like interrogated by Vince Smokes would be if they like executed, like, oh, like yeah, he's so stupid that we had to kill him off. But like they're gonna bring her to the infirmary, right? And then they're gonna have a soldier probably waiting there saying, oh yeah, whoops, I shot her like on accident. Like that just seems so sketchy.
All right. By the way, guys, let me just make this comparison quickly. Okay, remember Viola and Sanji, right? Viola seemed evil in the beginning, right? And then Sanji just did his like manly, I'm not gonna hit lady stuff, and did that little speech, which was pretty cool. And then she obviously saved him. But why do you think Pudding has that same personality when we know for a fact her parents are messed up and Viola's were nice?
But that's the point, dude. It's because they're so messed up. It's like, I feel like there's always that 1% chance of like 100, right? That like we have to see the opposite for once in the story.
Lola.
Right?
Lola's the answer to that. Lola was nice, wasn't she?
But that's my
Just
thing.
like how Dofi was the only person in his family that was a twat.
Yeah, but like I think Lily having that speech with Pudding is probably one of the biggest factors for why I think she's good. Is like that was just shown to say like, hey, I probably look up to her because this is how I saw that scene. Is like it's a little girl like trying to understand, aka Pudding, trying to understand why her big like sister, right, is doing everything the opposite of what she's like told that is she's supposed to do. Like throughout her life, Big Mom's telling everyone, like all of her daughters, exactly what they need to do, how they need to think, like etc. Right? And for whatever reason, Pudding sees Lola as being like kind of a mystery, like a hero of like I'm gonna go find out whoever I want to marry. Like that's her goal.
But
Like
don't you think that's just a red herring, man?
no,
Oda is great at doing red herrings, bruv.
I
Honestly.
mean, that's a terrible
The
red herring because
links.
you're just tricking the audience because nobody's looking at putting flashbacks. There's no reason for her to be like lying there.
exactly.
No,
Right.
but putting flashbacks, you don't know the context of it. Like, let's say we didn't see her face. We don't know
Yeah, I
what
was
they were
there.
doing. Oh, you were there now.
Judging
Okay,
by
well
what
done,
Lola
guys.
said to her, we can infer that Pudding was worried about her.
No, she just said, "You're going," and she's a good actress, right? Like, what else? Like, she can act.
She be acting to Lola. It doesn't make sense.
Why not?
Why?
Well, that's what I'm
Well,
saying. But
Solomon's
why not
asking
though?
also in the chat, why was Pudding crying after she told Luffy her plan? Well, like in a sense, like she probably knows. Like I think realistically, she probably is one of those characters that I think that isn't going to survive. Okay, I think like she knows the nature of Big Mom. That like, for example, we saw like one of her kids die very early on in the arc. If she's able to kill, like let's say it was the 15th kid or whatever it was, regardless of your favorites, Big Mom's in for herself. And that's kind of the sad thing to look at. A mother is in for herself and providing for her own kids. How I kind of look at it. So it's like for her, it's like with Big Mom. It doesn't matter who you are, affiliation wise. If you screw with her, you're going to be killed. That's why I think she's crying because she knows the consequences of what's to come with her plan.
So don't you think that character trait would pass down to the whole family? Because obviously most of all the women we've seen and some of the sons essentially don't like Big Mom, and they're all in it for themselves. So why wouldn't Pudding be in it for themselves? She doesn't need to care about Sanji at all. Honestly, she needs to be in it for herself so she can escape. That's what I see. Like, I don't know how she can fall in love with Pudding within 1 week, man. 1 week, he's head over in love with Sanji, right?
Yeah, but the thing is also, Nikki, that she sees a lot of same things that Sanji has in herself, and that make the connection between them. And she's like, okay, I want to help you. You can help me in some way, so I'm gonna do this.
And okay, let me ask you a question. In what way have we seen Pudding have a bad life? Have we seen a sad flashback of Pudding?
But she said like, I can do nothing. Big Mom is always watching me.
When she say that?
Yep.
She said some.
The homies have kept an eye on her the entire time.
Yeah, exactly. There are two homies right now with her.
I guess you guys can't be forgetting about that. Like the whole, like in a sense, if she is the favorite daughter, in Big Mom's words, whatever, right? It's a prized possession. She and Sanji are the biggest components to this entire wedding. If something goes on where like she's considered a traitor, or Sanji does something that's considered like traitorous, that screws up everything. And like the war that we're expecting to happen at the wedding could happen right now if something ends up like screwing that whole plan up.
But I get that point, but I'm saying, for example, if she's known as the favorite daughter, I would assume she'll have a lot more freedom than everybody else, right? And the fact is, we've only seen her now with the homies for the wedding. Before then,
Big Mom
we
did
don't know
call
if
her
the
a doll.
homies were following her or not. A doll's a good, like a doll is like is a compliment in the 1930s, man. So I don't know. Maybe Big Mom.
But it's like, think about it.
like
Like, you have
she's a
kids that
puppet.
don't follow the same ideals as your parents. You know, you're forced to live a life where like you can't think for yourself. You can't do the things you want.
And that's
how
Lola,
it's
though.
looked at.
That's
But
Lola. That's what she
Lola
left.
took those chances on her own because like she had the guts pretty much to like do that. Whereas like if for example, if you're looking at Lola like being like the older sister in a sense, and like Pudding's obviously younger, as a little kid you can't do much. Like if you're in that kind of environment that she's in right now.
But the thing is, like I was saying, like first of all, we don't really know nothing about Pudding's backstory. All we know is Big Mom has homies all over all over Whole Cake, so she may be watched. But doesn't mean she's had a bad life at all, does it?
Okay, think about like this. Let's say like you lived your entire life where like your parents would buy like security cameras and stuff 24/7, right? In your room, everywhere you go, doesn't matter where it is. What kind of lifestyle you think that kid would kind of live, and the kind of mindset they would have growing up later on?
But don't you think why isn't all her daughters and sons rebelling and hating her?
It depends, man. I mean, like she could be the only one that's like that, like isn't afraid enough to make a stance at that moment.
It was that one kid that didn't want to brush his teeth against Big Mom's orders. Nah, I'm joking.
Hey, that worm dog.
worm dog.
Worm dog.
Worm dog.
Worm dog, yo.
Anyway, I think I'm right. And when the chapters come out and it shows that she's evil and she doesn't care about Sanji, we will see, guys. We will see.
So Nikki, when she's going to be good, though.
By the way, if she's evil now and she turns good later, that doesn't count as you guys being right. I just want to make that clear.
Okay. She's going to be good.
So, by the way, what's the upcoming fights, guys, you see in this arc in the second half, I guess?
I mean, let's go in order with each person in the crew. So from my camera, we'll see from Devil Leg. So Devil Leg, I would say we want to go like one matchup each. I think it's probably safe. Otherwise, we'd be rambling. But let's go one matchup each. So Devil Leg, most hyped fight you want to see in the second half of Whole Cake Island?
Devil
Leg.
I don't know.
No?
I guess Luffy versus Big Mom. I just want to see how it goes.
Okay. Do you think they might actually have an interaction where like they come to blows?
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, Brooke can do it. If, like, Luffy should.
I feel like it's important that Luffy doesn't get to see a Yonko. Brooks just because obviously the devil fruits just happen to be perfect for each other. So, but I don't know.
Okay. DGK, most hype fight for Whole Cake Island, second half.
I really want to see probably Katakuri, assuming we see him fight someone at least, versus anyone, just because I want to see like a first seat in action.
I mean, yeah, with Katakuri, we need to see a fight.
EGG maybe.
Okay. Maras, how about you?
It sounds maybe crazy what I'm going to say, but I hope it's going to be that fight is Judge against Brook.
Judge against Brook?
What?
Yeah, because there's some history between the Fin Smokes and Brook. So I don't know why, but there's going to be a fight between Brook and Judge.
Supposedly, well, I'll go on to that. So supposedly, back in Brook's like old days, right, he used to be a noble guard, and basically, people are assuming that the Germa, especially Judge back in his like prime or whatever, probably ended up assassinating his like teammates when he was on the mission, and that's why he knows about them.
I mean, hey, that's a possibility.
That'd be quite interesting, actually. If Judge's daddy killed Brook, revenge fight.
I mean, it's one of those things too. Like Brook is hiding a lot of stuff from us that we need to kind of find out in this arc. So, like, yeah, that is definitely a big thing. But I was going to also ask too, because obviously we know from like the Rumbar Pirates when they kind of were being attacked with the poison, right? Do you think the Germa must have had some kind of part in that as well?
Maybe, I don't know.
Could be, but I think the Germa is going to be related to the noble aspect of it when he was the noble guard and not the Rumbar Pirate.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So, Law. Sorry. Keep going.
Oh no, I was just saying it's probably like I think it's just something like random people, or it might have been like Caesar related or something like that. But we'll see, I guess.
All right. Dan, how about you?
I can tell you he's not here.
Monkey D.
I heard him leave earlier.
Oh my god.
Oh, okay.
All right. So if he comes back after, we'll ask him. But moving on, Nikki, most anticipated fights. You got.
I really wanted to see like a team up fight between Reiju and Ichiji versus Katakuri, but now that Reiju got fucking blindsided, which shouldn't happen anyway, I can't even put her there anymore. So it's kind of hard. So I might put a random fight and say Bobbin versus Capone. Because I just think I want to see how far like Capone's abilities go, and obviously my boy Bobbin's gonna thrash him.
Thrifty Bobbin.
That's why they call him Thrifty, because he thrashes people. Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's a low-key beast.
Pick him up at thrift store.
Oh, you better watch when Bobbin shows you devil leg. He'll beat up Sanji as well just for no reason because you keep talking about it.
I thought Thrifty was the mistranslation. I thought he had a different name.
Yeah, and the official is Bobbin's the disposer.
Yeah, disposer.
Because he disposes.
Okay. Nah, 50 sounds better. Hey, he take you out. Yeah, throw you in the trash. Devil leg.
Okay. How about One Vision? Most anticipated fight.
Does it have to be something that I think will actually happen?
It could be anything, man. Like whatever fight you think will go down in the second half, like that you want to see, or a fight that you do want to see in general.
All right. Well, a fight that I just want to see in general, I would say Krakow versus anybody, because I want to see him fight someone that he hasn't been told not to kill, if that makes sense.
Oh, true that. True that.
Like I want to see him fight someone like without Nami as well, because the rain kind of fucked up everything for him. So I just want to see what he would be like on an everyday basis defending Whole Cake Island.
Yeah. Okay. Stebo, how about you?
We talking about fights, right?
Most anticipated fights in the second half of Whole Cake Island. What do you want to see?
I think I want to see Reiju give redemption. I guess Reiju versus Gillette, because I don't think that she would be on the commander's level.
Yeah. But she almost as retarded as Smoothie anyway, so fucking damn retarded girls, man. That's one.
Okay. So if I had to give for mine, I was really thinking in the back of my head with the first one, which if Pudding was truly evil, I think Nami versus Pudding would have been a great one. But if I had to actually give like the fight that I want to see the most, and it's a fight we sort of saw, but we're gonna get more into it definitely in the second half, it's gonna be Sanji versus Judge.
But Judge is a scrub, man. I still think he's not like...
I don't think so, man. I think people are really sleeping on him. He's not showing off what he wants. So think about it. If you're a boss, you're not going to show off your skills to anyone else, especially someone that's beneath you.
He also had a nickname of being like the flying. I can't remember what it was, but flying something.
Garuda.
Yeah.
So, like,
he was flying.
Strong, but like
Yeah,
I think the
Garuda.
kid should be stronger.
Garuda is some Indonesian kind of style mythical bird.
All right. What do you think of the fact that he's a scientist? It's not like a Caesar scientist either, because at least Caesar has a devil fruit that we know of. But unless Judge has a devil fruit, but the fact
Well, let me ask that too. Does he have a Garuda devil fruit that we don't know of?
I think it's just his fighting style.
Yeah. Okay.
But I don't know.
The jet boosters on his boots and stuff. I think like that's like kind of what it is.
I don't know. I was kind of thinking like once we got his epithet, which was like the Garuda, I figured like it's somehow going to lead to him having like a mythical zone.
Well, okay. The thing I don't understand is why did he use his clone army to help him in that Sanji fight if he was so good?
That's his fighting style.
Yeah. Think about it. If he's going to be in a fight that he knows can be fighting to the death, maybe he'll be showing off his devil fruit. But to someone like Sanji, who he still thought was weak, like remember when they were fighting, he's like, "Wow, I'm surprised like you actually know Bushoku Haki." Right? So it was kind of a surprise. If he knew in advance that Sanji was going to be like, for example, when he left, if he knew like eventually he had the potential to be the strongest, then it would make sense that he would go all out. But he did like technically in his eyes, he didn't. That's why like he didn't show off more than what he did. So he decided to play around like a bitch, where he went and used like a wall pretty much instead to cover him for his damages. And like with Sanji, like we know his personality. He's not going to go right through someone else to get to Judge. But depending on what happens later in the second half, which I still say that Zeph is going to be on the island, and if something happens to Zeph, wall or no walls, Sanji's going to go all out, take out Judge.
I guess. Well, who's next?
Well,
I mean,
Dan,
we cut pretty much. Dan's come back, but I'm gonna ask everyone pretty much, any other twists that you think we could potentially see that like maybe we haven't thought of yet. And of course, if anyone in the chat has a twist that you want to put in Whole Cake Island for the second half, leave it down in the chat and we'll read it along and kind of come to an agreement or a disagreement on whether that statement's true or not. So, sorry, Devil Lake, any twists that you think we'll see?
I think I know why Big Mom wants the clone army. I think she wants to make a 20-year-old clone of herself and put her soul into it so she can be younger and live forever, so to say.
So kind of like Orochimaru in a sense.
That would be so sick. That would be so sick.
It was like at first she was like, "I want the clone army," right? Well, that's what Pudding says, right? And then I'm like, "Wait, that makes no sense. You have all these homies, and Cracker can make infinite biscuit soldiers. You don't need more people." So I'm thinking she wants the cloning thing for personal reasons.
Yeah,
like that.
Okay, that actually sounds sick.
I thought she could use the cloning just to like have more test subjects for the gigantic or giantification.
That's a good theory as well, actually.
Because that's what like Caesar talked about in his flashback is that when Vegapunk was working on the I can't even say it, but making people giant, like they need more test subjects and they needed them to like have longer lifespans or like more of them.
Okay. So that was, I guess, that was your prediction then, DGK.
Oh, sorry, no. I was just going off him. My prediction, I think, is gonna be whatever happens with Caesar. Like, man,
Oh yeah.
I want to see a giant Luffy. Like, I'm still on that train. But like, whatever Caesar does, 'cause he's been like a no-show for a while.
So you're thinking like a Gear 4 Nightmare Luffy?
I was just thinking like he's gonna make some kind of like potion, right? Like Alice in Wonderland. Like I think it's the potion or the biscuit that the Alice ate, and it should be getting really big. I think that with Gear 4 would be crazy cool just to see.
Yeah.
Fighting giants.
All right, that sounds sick. How about Miraz? How about you?
Yeah, I'm also with the Caesar thing, but I'm thinking about maybe he's also doing something with the clones. I'm just into the clones. I don't know why, but I think people sleeping on the clones.
Mm-hmm. I mean, like on the importance, I guess, of what's to come with them later in the arc.
Yeah, because there was just one panel, and it was so hyped that we saw all the clones. I was like, you cannot just show that once and then never talk about it again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I do feel like that might be something that come in like a little bit later on in the second half, because like it was definitely interesting how we saw all that in like one big laboratory. So definitely we can see that playing a big part in the second half. Is there anything else you want to add on top of them, or else?
Nah, I'm cool with it.
All right, man. Dan, if you're there, if not, we're gonna go straight to Nikki. So yeah, 3 seconds.
That white
Yeah.
used to be white beard side chick, and that's how Jewelry Bunny was born.
So the Big Mom was Thing's side chick?
White beard side chick, man.
Hmm.
Okay, nah, that
Just
one's
a
a kind of a
question.
joke one.
Who was his name? Question. Who's Whitebeard's main chick?
Yeah, who was his name?
What?
Who's the main
Who was his main chick?
in order for Big Mom to be the side chick?
Hey man, Whitebeard's he's a pirate out here. Pirates don't have main chicks usually.
That was
They
Miss
just go
Bucket, man.
around.
Like,
So what's the side chick? She was just a hoe.
No, but she's Big Mom. She ain't no normal side chick. She went on her own and did her own thing, man. So she's like. Anyway, that was a joke guess, guys. Why is everyone getting so serious? God.
I don't know. It sounded sick for a minute.
Yeah, it could be possible. Anyway, if it is possible, you heard it here first, guys. You heard it here first. But
Yeah, Nikki's the one who said it first, guys.
But okay. To be honest, I think I've maybe the coolest twist would be if Jack just comes back and has been chasing them the whole time. That would be fucking insane. I'd be like, holy shit, Jack. So yeah, and it would kind of be a good way to end the wedding. He just appears and everyone's like, fuck, all right.
Damn, I heard you.
But yeah, I'll just throw that out there. That's what I would say. Maybe.
Okay.
Dan, it's back if you want to go to Dan.
Yeah, Dan. Any predictions or twists that you want to say real quick in regards to the second half of Whole Cake Island?
I think Lola's still going to be relevant.
Okay.
That's all I want to say.
That's all I want to say.
Wait, I have to say one last thing. It's fucking
Sure.
buggy if he comes, dude. I still think him delivering the cake. I want that to happen. I want it to happen. Oh, it'd be too good.
And then he's
Oh,
dropping the cake. Oh,
Yeah,
it would
he
be
just
so
brings the cake
fun.
in. Luffy, you son of a bitch. my Giants. Where's Haruden? But no,
Yeah.
I actually think there's a possibility of him bringing. Like, I think right now would be like the perfect arc, because like he's like a crazy type of character, and like this is a crazy ass arc with like crazy people.
Hmm. Not to mention he has affiliations previously with Giants. So imagine like him seeing Luffy there. It's like, oh, if it wasn't for you, I would have had my Giants still. And then Big Mom overhears this and is like, wait, you had Giants?
Imagine him running to that little girl that has the kitchen knives. It cuts everything. Yo,
Oh
it's
my
the
god,
kitchen-
yeah. It's like, how bitch, you can't do anything to me.
Yeah, but like, oh,
Yeah.
I want to see Itachi in the bank. That's what I want to see.
Wow. Okay. So I think one vision we haven't gone to yet is yours.
I don't know, maybe Ichiji being part of Capone's planning somehow, like planning to backstab. What's his name again? Judge.
Yeah.
I don't know, like I don't know why I feel like there's something up with him. He's not revealing anything, like he never seems to give a shit about anything. Like, I feel like there's something up with him.
Yeah, definitely. He has to be hiding something at this point for Oda not to really be showing him off as much.
Yeah.
Considering too, we're seeing like a lot more from like Ichiji just speaking in general, and you think like the eldest brother would have like most of the focal points of what's going on, but like
Exactly.
yeah, definitely second half he's gonna be like Stebo, how about you?
The real Luffy is stuck in the seducing woods.
I actually didn't think of that one. That's pretty good.
I'm joking.
All right. So what's your true prediction?
Somebody big shows up, like maybe Green Bull.
You think Green Bull's gonna show up?
It could be him, Miyagi, somebody big.
As a wedding guest, or they're just gonna show up on their own accord?
Yeah, as a wedding guest.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I do feel like we're probably gonna see some big names, but we can definitely ask us another question around the table and ask possible guests that we'll see. But if I had to definitely say my prediction, what I think could happen, this is out of left field, so you can shoot it down if you want. But we kind of do know that the clone army is probably going to take like a big factor into the next half, right? And I do know that like we do know that Big Mom that like she killed like one of her own kids. She doesn't care about that. And I do still feel that if anyone were to disobey her in any like shape or form, is gonna like face death. So I'm thinking to myself like she's gonna get a clone army, which you can say it's probably roughly just about the same number of people that's in the Toll family, the Charlotte family, or even more. So you know how like Pudding's talking about like, oh, they're gonna massacre the whole family. What if Big Mom is gonna do something crazy where she massacres like her own kids and decides to use like their souls to place inside the clone army?
That'd be crazy.
Like she like the whole idea of the kids are thinking like, yeah, we're gonna massacre these people, and then like she's gonna sell out her own kids for power.
But won't she lose their abilities though, or the devil fruits and stuff?
Well, that's the thing. Like, if she's able to do something along the lines where, like, if you take the soul and somehow, like, it depends. Like, if the devil fruit itself can connect to the soul and go inside the homie and they can reenact the ability, and that also plays the part too. Like, if she has like fruit lying around, the devil fruit power goes inside of the fruit, right? She can end up giving it back to those clones afterwards for them to consume it.
Okay, I don't see that could be possible. So I'm gonna shoot it down.
Oh yeah.
Honestly,
Yo.
I just want to know where the fuck Pound is at. Like this.
Sorry?
Where Pound is? That's where I want to know.
Oh yeah, actually, I take back my one. I think Pound's gonna who's he gonna kill? I think he will kill Judge. Pound will kill Judge.
Right?
I just thought of something. What if Big Mom has a soul inside of a fruit, right? What if that fruit is the compatible fruit for the nearest devil fruit user who has been killed? Would the devil fruit still be reborn into that fruit?
Would it?
Wait, I don't really get your question. Say again.
You know how the devil fruit,
tree.
Yeah, it goes to the nearest compatible fruit.
Yeah.
What if the nearest compatible fruit has a soul inside of it, and it's a homie?
No idea. I don't think we'll see that, but like, I don't know how that would work.
Mm-hmm.
Would it be a super fruit at that point?
Yeah, but there's any more twists and stuff you guys want to talk about real quick with the second half of Whole Cake Island, or?
I know we talked about before, but Bonnie, whether or not she's gonna come.
Yeah, that's the thing too. I mean, like, I guess we can go into like the wedding guest. So, like, even if you have, like, you say Bonnie, like, explain why what parts are gonna have. So, like, yeah, I guess so. We'll do that. So, I guess for the wedding guest, or like,
let Devil Leg said he wants to give a twist, right?
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead. Yeah. Go ahead.
Sanji goes insane, right? And he helps murder his family, and he takes over Germa, and he doesn't go back to the Straw Hats. I feel like that's.
Oh my days, that would be quite sick. Actually, I love that. I would fucking love that.
So he wants the One Piece.
I mean, not necessarily, but
or he wants to live a peaceful life.
He's tired of going back to hell constantly.
Fair point. But then again, like, he would be going back to hell in a sense.
I have another question.
He'd make it his own personal, like, heaven, kind of, in a way. I don't know how to explain it.
So he's going to be the one to kick the doors of hell and then walk up the stairs to the stairway of heaven.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay. I can see that.
Is Big Mom actually threatening Zeph's life, or is it just Judge and the Vent Smokes?
Well, I think Big Mom kind of like told them exactly where the hell like he's at. So like I think she plays a part in it. I don't remember her specifically saying that she'll be the one to do it, but I think it's kind of like if you don't get married and I have to say it, then like she'll say it. But I think she's leaving like she left the handcuffs all up to Judge and then whether or not to use it.
Wait, say that again, Stebo. So did you say is Big Mom the one threatening Zeph or what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it makes sense because Judge is actually asking for her help. So
Well, he's saying directly though. Like she's not directly doing it, but yeah, she's still like saying like yeah, like if you don't go with the wedding, I'll kill you. Or sorry, kill Zeph. Which is why they said like you're the head of your closest like family or friend will be in the box, like which is pretty much Zeph.
What's in the box? Yeah, that makes sense.
There's a dick in the box.
Oh no, what?
Oh man.
I wasn't talking about
Yo,
that.
it'd be funny. It'd be jokes if they get like the peg leg inside the box.
Oh, that'd be funny.
What's in the
Like,
box?
what?
I'd lose my shit if I actually see that.
Has no one seen Seven, the movie here? Okay,
Oh,
I guess I'm the only one.
No.
Oh.
You guys think?
Oh well, you guys won't understand that reference then.
You guys think Jin's gonna come back?
Well, Jin, I think he
His
has
ass
to.
is dead. His ass is dead, man. He just took too much fucking perfume. He's dead, man. He's dead.
If he does come back in this arc, what's his role pretty much?
I think he'll probably be the one to protect Zeph, if anything, like wherever that like lies in place. Like I think like he kind of gave it. I can't remember exactly. I have to watch that or relook at it, but like I remember him saying like they're gonna meet again. So like I kind of felt like that was like Oda's way of telling us that he's eventually gonna be relevant in the story again.
I don't know, man. That the way he left and the fact that he should be dying, like.
Yeah.
And I can't imagine him getting over the Grand Line on a little boat and those loads of people.
I think he was stronger than like Pearl. I think he was one of the stronger ones.
Yeah, he was definitely one of the stronger ones, but I was like, everybody now in like beginning of One Piece looks so weak.
I mean, look at Bonchan though, right? Like at first, I mean, I'm not saying he was weak then, but like he's probably a lot stronger than he was there. Like, if Helmepo can do it, dude, like, come on. If Helmepo can be that strong, I think Jin can be that strong.
Yeah, but he's getting trained by God. That's different.
Dude, maybe he's getting trained by Gold Roger from the grave.
Oh, okay, all right, okay. That's a bit too much now. Oh my days. But I guess Crocodile would be a good person to put in there, right? He'll probably be at the wedding.
Dude,
yeah, you know what? Let's do this. So we're gonna do like the wedding guest, which asks each person exactly what's going on. So yeah, we'll start off with like from where I'm seeing it right now. So we'll ask Double Leg. So Double Leg, a wedding guest you think is gonna show up?
I mean, since this is a fake wedding, I don't think any wedding guests are showing up.
Like no one big's gonna show up?
No, they already have too much stuff going on, like with Capone and Pudding and whatever the Straw has to do. I feel like they don't have time to have like wedding guests as well.
Okay, be like any character if I have to think of one like to show up.
Sounds like you're eating.
I am Zeph.
Yeah, Zeph, I mean, it makes the most sense, possibly.
But I was going to ask, guys, do you think they're actually going to have wedding guests there? Because the fact is, now they're going to massacre the drama there. I mean...
I feel like they have to.
I was going to say someone like an old enemy of the German or something like that, like people that would want to see them die.
Oh, yeah, that makes more sense.
Like,
I can't imagine
like a show. Say that again.
They invite the Sora guy from the comic and the robot.
I think that
wasn't he the government though?
Yeah, I think that was the original commander in chief.
And that's when it's going to become clear to Judge. He's going to look around and say, "Oh,
yeah, exactly.
I owe him money." He's going to say, "Oh, I screwed his ex-wife."
Like, has anyone like seen The Purge? Like the film The Purge? Like, you know when like they're killing off people, like the rich people have a whole audience of like people that would just want them to, basically like that. I can kind of see it being that type of thing. Like this is like a sacrifice, like a sacrificial thing.
Yeah, that makes me sick, man.
But I'm gonna say, like, but she's never really said that herself that she's the one doing it. Like, this is going the assumption that like Pudding's telling the truth, which I don't think.
Yeah, I've been saying that on multiple times though, because even Pudding didn't say that it was Big Mom that was gonna do. She just said we.
Because they like, for instance, the Nami thing, right? Like, she's threatening to to torture her, but not to kill her. You know what I mean? So like, if they're really gonna kill all the Vince folks, like they would have to kill the Straw Hats, I would assume. And then that like promise from before would be negated, which I think isn't the case because I think she was telling the truth of like I'm gonna let them live.
Mm-hmm.
See, the way you gotta look at it is Itachi was at a bank. No, I'm gonna stop.
Yeah.
Okay, so DGK, you said yours or no?
Oh no. So mine's I think Buggy for sure. Like if I had to place any money on anyone, I think Buggy's gonna be there. And then next one, I think if Capone is really working for Crocodile, like I see it going down, I think Crocodile will come there, but not like to do anything, but just to observe. Like because I still think Capone's getting killed this arc. I think all of his crew's gonna get wiped out.
Yeah, definitely. I think so too.
Yeah, those would be the two big ones, and then Bonnie maybe I guess would be a third.
Okay. Yeah. So Maras, how about you?
Yeah, I think it's difficult because you have also considered that the Reverie is up there, so a lot of people will be over there as well. It's difficult. I had for myself had Seth as well, but yeah, I keep it with Seth.
Okay. Before we move on to the next person, I just seen in the chat people are talking about Yorkie. You guys think Yorkie was somehow make it to the wedding for whatever reason?
Who the hell's Yorkie? Isn't that a chocolate bar?
Remember the Rum Bar Pirates with Brooke?
That was Brooke's captain.
Yep, the former captain. Of
Okay. Okay. Why are they talking about Yorkie? He's dead, ain't he?
Well, there's evidence that he possibly could have been alive.
Because Joey Boy got clout.
If he is alive, he's gonna be like 1,000 years old.
Bro,
that's an exaggeration.
I'm so confused right now.
That's gonna be an exaggeration.
Not literally. Not literally.
All that stuff with Yorkie happened 50 years ago.
I'm not confused about that. I'm confused about why he'd be alive, though. I never heard this theory, that's all.
Because I remember, if I'm mistaken, like with him, like when he left, right, and left with Brooke, like, he had the illness and everything, right? It was been stated that he possibly could have died, but it wasn't officially confirmed. I don't know if DGK or Dan, if you want to elaborate on that.
I'm pretty sure he got confirmed dead, but like whatever.
Okay. I know some people kind of say like maybe like he didn't truly die from the illness, like he probably met someone that was able to cure it for him.
Get the poison.
I mean, maybe.
Or and become Magellan. Oh God.
I remember a popular thing people were saying too, like in the cover story when it shows like Brocus when he's sitting down with that person with the hat. I remember some people were saying that Scalbert Gavin, but maybe he was actually sipping drinks with Yorkie.
Because like wasn't he the first? Man. Wasn't he the first guy that caught the disease? So, like I would assume you would be the first.
Yeah. When they were ambushed, he was the first person to get diagnosed with it.
I'm pretty sure the crew sat on the ship and let him let everyone die with him.
Okay.
Like I could be wrong, I have to rewatch it, but I straight remember in my head like there was a scene where they were all looking at him and he like passed away, and then everyone else started dying, and then that's when Brooke started playing the music, and then you see like everyone dying around him, like slowly.
Oh yeah, that was quite sad, man. Yeah, I remember that.
So I'm pretty sure we like saw him die, but whatever.
Yeah, if anyone in the chat wants to let us know exactly of that ending scene with Yorkie, it'd be nice to put it in there so that way we can bring it up again. But we should probably move on to the next person. So Dan.
This fucking kid.
Is he gone again? What the fuck, Monkey D? This guy, man. Are you Batman, Monkey D? You're never there when we need you, also.
All right. And when Dan comes back, we'll ask him, but we'll move on to Nikki right now. So, Nikki, who do you think's showing for the winning?
I don't know, because I've got an obvious answer, but I want to do a better one than that, I guess.
What's saying Dan equals AFK.
Yep. What's your obvious answer, at least?
Yeah.
My obvious answer would be Crocodile. I just think he just has to show up in this arc. It just makes so much sense. And then an unobvious answer would be maybe I'll say I'll have to definitely be a supernova. Maybe Killer. That would be fucking interesting if he just appears at the wedding.
I was thinking about that too, because like we never saw him after the Kaido incident. So like, Luffy, I need help.
Yeah, exactly. He might beg to. Yeah, he might go to Luffy like, Luffy, I heard what you did with Dolphy. Please help us. I heard you're trying to take down Kaido anyway. We saw.
What if he had like some kind of former role as an assassin back in the day, and like Judge asked like Kid or whatever to like come to the wedding to help him out? Because I remember seeing this, I think Brago was the one I think last year who made a theory about like Killer showing up at the wedding. So maybe like Judge probably asked Kid because like maybe he knows like Killer's past, like being like an assassin or something. So he probably asked him to come and join him.
Wait, do you guys even remember when Killer and Bellamy used to be? Everyone used to think they were the two brothers. Oh my,
Before.
so long ago now.
I was
So
more
long
on the
ago.
boat of those two people in the front cover, right? The guy with the cowboy hat.
Thank God Bellamy wasn't Sanji's brother.
Yeah, that'd be too much. The
Yeah,
famous
I'd have been.
mythical army, Bellamy, the leader.
Yeah.
But it does make okay. The weird thing. Do you think they could be like duds, like weird clones that didn't make it? Like because you never see there could be something wrong with Killer's face, and for example, Bellamy, the point of him and Sanji
Yeah,
never meeting
Bellamy
is
just
actually quite
retarded.
true. Yeah,
Yeah,
and
but
he's just
funny, it's
retarded.
kind of like coincidence too. Like they like whenever like we saw like Luffy with Bellamy, when we know that they're in the same area, they never gone to meet.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. Yeah, like they never met once. So maybe they could be like dud clones, like they
Mhm.
that all messed up. Like but I don't
Failed.
know. That's just failed ones.
Yeah, Killer could have
Like
been like that, like late, maybe later on, like you, because we know, like we don't know possibly that there was other creations. Like Judge could have probably tried to create another Sanji in a sense, where like that person was going to be like the next Sanji, could have taken over, and then something happened to Killer back, like when he was training, maybe like he was beat up so bad in the face that he had was like rocking scars and shit. Remember, he was wearing like a mask, and then we remember from like Sanji, he's wearing like the Iron Mask as well. So that's in a way his mask that he lived and grew up with the rest of his life because he didn't want people seeing his scars from the beating he took as a kid.
I think he's gonna like
yeah.
just look like a troll, kind of like Duval. I think it's gonna be someone's gonna look like a female or something weird like that.
I mean, if you
What
look
do
at
you
it
mean?
too, if you look at like his hairstyle with Killer too, it's not reminiscent, but it kind of looks similar
Shiki.
to Judge's.
Oh.
To Shiki
Yeah,
too, that's another one.
they have the long flowing hair and shit.
True.
I got maybe
So,
two.
Killer is confirmed to be not Judge, Shiki's like bastard kid.
That'd be pretty cool.
I mean, and if you think about it too, they have like the blades and stuff, right? I mean, like with Shiki, he had it with his feet. And we see like Killer, he has it like with between like his hands and stuff. So like, I never know, maybe.
I hope
I'm
he's
pretty
I
sure
hope he's a
Shiki had
dud.
to have the blades. He had no legs.
Yeah, that's true.
I hope he's a
I guess
dud.
like he was kind of looking at his dad, like, "Hey, he's cool. Maybe I'll chop off my own hands." And someone's like, "No, I can't do that."
Fucking
That's too
Killer's
much.
on steroids though. Post time skip.
Oh,
Oh my
yeah,
God.
Those
right?
are-
Fucking hell,
Yeah,
man.
he went to the gym.
His quadriceps are just disgusting. I was like, ugh.
Yeah, and you're
definitely.
back.
No,
That's what I heard. But
but Nikki, you said yours already.
Yeah, I said yeah, Crocodile obvious and Killer would be quite cool if not obvious.
Okay, One Vision. How about you?
For what, the wedding turn-ups?
If you think,
Yeah.
yeah, who's gonna show up at the wedding?
I already said that I think it's going to be enemies of Judge, like, to see the bloodbath. So I don't know, I don't see this being like the type of thing where they invite actual guests, because, like, if she did plan on killing him from the start, then I don't see why she would actually need guests, if that makes any sense.
I thought it was gonna be just a way to show her power, like, if anything.
Yeah,
Well,
so
I mean,
maybe like what
the case-
Caesar did with the underground, innit? So if like you know how Caesar was demonstrating his weapon, like, and he was like broadcasting it to everyone on the underground. Maybe she's doing something like that.
Yeah, it could be.
Okay, Stebo, how about you?
What's the question?
A guest that you think is gonna show up at the wedding. Yeah, 5 seconds.
5 seconds.
You just say a name.
I don't want to just throw one out there.
Steve sounds like he's been kidnapped.
This always happens, Steve. I mean, damn, homie. Like,
Son, I don't know. Because I already said there were 2 names. I don't want to just throw those out there again.
I mean, it doesn't matter. I mean, like if you think it's an idea like we shared already before, you want to put in, that's fine.
Kaido.
Ooh, Kaido. No. That'd be too
Kaido's
crazy.
gonna be Kaido's on Fishman Island, guys. That's what we know.
Hmm.
You know, we keep on talking about the wedding. We forget about the tea party.
The
Yeah, but the tea party,
is
that's
the
good. The
wedding.
tea party is going to be after the wedding. Like, you know, like the ceremony and stuff. Like, that's how it's going to be.
The reception.
Yeah.
Trying to think of somebody who likes tea.
You got 5
can,
seconds.
can I come? Can I come back?
Mago.
It's probably somebody we haven't seen before. That's what I think.
Hmm.
Probably a guy from Wano.
Can
like
I
an
come
old
back at
school
mine?
samurai type guy.
Yeah, Morales, you
Drinking
can do
tea.
that.
Okay. Steve, I'll give you a few seconds to think about it, yeah?
Mhm.
But I was thinking about two things. Two people. Weevil and Domino.
Weevil, man. So do you think he's a Weevil and Domino?
Domino is the girl from the Impel Down.
Yeah, why would she be there? Hold on, what?
Oh my
She does,
days.
she does look like, well, she does look like the sister. I know who he's talking about. That's why I thought she looked. So you remember Montour in Opera and that other girl? I forgot her other name.
What?
Galette. Yeah, like that looks like
Mhm.
Domino.
That's because she just looks like a girl, and that's just never mind.
But she had the same like sadistic like horns and everything.
All right.
So you think she's gonna show up?
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. How about Stebo? Please tell me you have an answer right now.
I just
You're
gave mine,
lying
didn't
to
I?
us. What was it?
I thought I said somebody that we didn't know.
Yeah, but you gotta give us a name, fam.
He's gonna be
A
like,
name?
I'm right when it comes out.
Oh,
Anana. I think she's gonna be at the wedding.
probably not. They probably want to keep the children out of it.
You got 5 seconds.
I think you can kind of cheat if you ever want to like look at Alice in Wonderland, right, and look at the actual Tea Party scene. I feel like if you look at the characters there, you could probably like, compare them to like who would be there from One Piece.
Never seen Alice in Wonderland.
You had a shit childhood.
I mean, I know the basic characters because of Kingdom Hearts and because of popular culture, but as far as going deep into it,
no, Nikki and One Vision has seen it because the Tea Party. Get it?
Mm-hmm.
Haha.
Yeah, I didn't even respond to that. I didn't even respond to that.
probably somebody that wears a hat, because
Yeah, who
Mad
would be the
Hatter.
hat maker?
I thought Paris Sparrow kind of reminded me of like Willy Wonka slash the Mad Hatter a little bit.
Oh, I thought you said hat maker. I was like, people don't wear hats to weddings, do they?
I was just thinking straight up Willy Wonka.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do mine really quickly. The person who I think it's going to be, and it's probably going to be Bonnie, because I honestly believe she's going to be the #1 daughter from Big Mom, and I do feel like with her, I really think like the reason why she's probably going to show up because she knows like something's going on with like her sisters and family. I think she probably has a better connection with the family than like probably what Big Mom does with her kids, and I think like the reason why she has the appearance that she has right now is because maybe like Julia Bonnie was like banished from Whole Cake Island because like she got into a fight with her daughter, and knowing that her daughter has the ability to manipulate like age and stuff, right? She made her this old right now, and because like you remember, when you get older, your body functions don't work the same way as like when you're like 20, 25. So maybe like something happened in a scuffle where like she touched her, and then eventually like when she started aging, she started looking the way she does right now. So this probably isn't like the true appearance of Big Mom.
Okay. That'd be crazy if it was like her sister or something.
I mean, because or even the biggest twist, because I know like people haven't like said exactly what her age is, but what if she's like the mom to Big Mom?
Like, cause I still think Big Mom's gotta be a giant, but like that would be crazy as well.
Yeah.
I'm still in the camp that I think that's gonna be her daughter though, like, or like some relation there. I think some other guess that would actually be cool would be if we see like the ex-husbands or the current husband, assuming there is one, of Big Mom. Because I feel like the next, if we see another husband, I think it's gonna look similar to a giant, but not be a giant. Just because I think she's trying to like basically mate with people there, like giant like looking people, so that she can assume that she can get a giant from them.
Yeah. I mean, in a sense, like, do you think Big Mom's probably like a dwarf giant?
Probably that or a half giant.
Yeah.
She's probably trying to mate with what's his name, the Jim Bays like guy that carries the poneglyph with him, the puffer.
Oh, that guy! Oh my days.
Just holding him.
Yeah,
down.
quickly. I think that guy Joseph Logan put in the chat. Y'all got to get this Yorkie thing right because Yorkie caught some disease and left to try and get help, and that's when Brooke took over being captain. That's why they got attacked and poisoned. Okay, so Yorkie left to go get help. So it's for sure. It has not been confirmed that he's dead.
So if he somehow maybe went back to Caracas, that'd be kind of interesting.
It would be.
There, Kuraha maybe. I don't know.
Wait, how would he still be alive now though? Like, look at how much time's passed since then.
He'd be old as fuck. But then, like the average, I would have said the average like lifespan's 140. I thought for One Piece characters.
Yeah, but Brook was on his ship for 50
Brooks
years
90,
before.
right? Brooks 90 something.
Oh, okay,
90,
yeah.
So like,
Yeah.
it
But he would be old as fuck then.
Like,
it just depends on how old he was back then.
Do you think Brooke would notice him right away because how old he is?
So yeah, thanks Joseph for the facts. Appreciate it.
There's no mistaking it.
I mean, the question I gotta ask too, really quickly, is, I mean, like, what do you think the conflict was that led Lola to pretty much leave Whole Cake Island?
I mean, I think she just like somehow realized that she didn't want to be with that person. Like, ah, man, like, that would bring up the conversation, but I still like want to know who the hell that is.
Yeah, same. I do as well. I think we're gonna find out though. We should find out in the second half.
Yeah, we would have to. I feel like now, unless it's someone important later that then tells us that like themselves. It's probably like 100 stairs condo.
Yeah, condo. You guys are sleeping on. Be hype.
But yeah, like, I don't know. Like I still like if we don't see it this arc, I would bet money then that it'll probably end up being the giant leader from Elbaf, because that would be the next arc I would assume we go to after Wano. But like, man, I just don't know who it is. But like, I don't know like why like, because the only thing I could think of, like I said, would be like either if like that person ends up being a nice person and kind of gave her like a speech of like, oh, go be free, like, you know, you don't need to marry me. Like, you know, like let's say if it was like the son of like an important person, like then maybe like they didn't want to get married to her either. Like I don't know.
Definitely.
What if it was just really drunk Rayleigh and you end up in Whole Cake by accident? You're just like, oh, you're Rayleigh? Yeah, he's just like, oh, yeah, could I just eat some cake and drink?
You literally see like Buggy just riding him like a horse. Like they
Yeah. And he heard about the apple juice that Pound loves. Like, how good is this fucking apple juice? Like, I need to swim all the way to Whole Cake Island.
He lost himself in the role playing. He's like, I'm a horse now, guys. On a new calling.
I mean, like, I honestly do think that, like, for Lola, I mean, I'm pretty sure I told you guys this before, like, in offline calls, but I'm pretty sure, like, I've said, like, she might have had, like, a bad relationship with the guy she was supposed to get married to, Lola, and that, like, Big Mom, in a sense, is kind of, like, lying to everybody and, like, not telling the truth of what's going on because, like, she realized, like, her daughter was, like, being abused by the person she was supposed to get married to. And I guess, like, in Big Mom's eyes, like, she didn't want that because maybe, like, she's been, like, put it this way, she's had so many kids, like, pretty much, like, over 100 some kids with probably, like, whole bunch of different, like, men. So she kind of knows already in a sense of, like the men that she was with, like, she was with, like, pretty much with during that time. And she knows very well that, like, men can be very, like, messed up and kind of treat you like shit, her own kids, go down that same route that she went through. So, like, her saying, like, oh, she was gone, she's just putting on an act.
Also, I want to clarify something for the chat. So we found out like last week in Bronco stream that there is actually someone above Kaido. His name is Kondo, and he has the stairs fruit. Bow Wow was asking. We just want to make sure Bow Wow understands.
Oh, okay. So she's the person who took out Kuina, yeah?
Yeah, Kondo is waiting under the stairs, using his stairs fruit.
Oh my God, Kondo, the motherfucker.
That's gonna be at Raftel. You have to walk up the stairs to get to Raftel to get to One Piece.
Oh my God.
That's a one-way trip.
Definitely.
Oh yeah, by the way, just I guess another question, guys, would be who do you think is dying in the second half? Because someone's got to die. Someone's got to die.
Oh, like on Whole Cake?
Big Mom's gonna die this arc.
You think?
Oh my devil leg!
He's gonna open the box and it's gonna blow up in her face, and then Capone's gonna come out of nowhere. Capone's gonna come out of nowhere with the candy jacket bullets. He's gonna have like 10 Gatling guns.
That'd be fucking
double
nuts,
leg
dude.
the controversy.
I'm not gonna lie. If that happened, I'd be so disappointed if Yonko actually like got taken down in a stupid ass way like that.
Yeah.
Like, well,
explosives and bullets aren't enough.
Yeah. I mean, dude, they shouldn't be. I feel like they really shouldn't be.
They should be like caviar to her. She loves candy, so she'd be like nom 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 nom. Like.
But I think Capone. I think his entire group is literally going to get slaughtered after like everything goes down. Because I think we need supernovas to start dying.
Yeah. But I don't think Capone shouldn't die this arc, though. I don't
Oh
know.
no, I think he should, dude.
I think he's going
because
to. Yeah.
he's the first person that's literally trying to betray a Yonko from the inside, dude. Like if I was Big Mom, right, and I found out that he's trying to betray me, like let's just say like Nikki, right? Let's say Nikki tries
Actually,
to betray
Blackbeard's
me.
the first person to do that.
And his own.
Ooh,
I'm talking
come
about
one of those like Stebo leg.
as being the leader, though. Thatch was above him. You fool. But but like if Nikki tried to betray me, right? Especially if it's on stream in front of all my guests, Nikki's going down the stairs.
Oh, got the condo. Okay, damn it.
But like, yeah, I feel like it's like a disrespectful thing, but it's also like show your power. Like you're a fucking Yonko. Like if your men are acting up, dude, like put them in their place.
Okay.
Like Whitebeard,
But
like that wasn't that the biggest thing that like Ace said to Luffy and Alabasta? The biggest thing a pirate can do to like that's disrespectful as well as like, the biggest crime on a ship is to literally kill a comrade.
Yeah, it's the only rule that you
then
can't
dip
break.
ship. Yep. So if he tries, dude, like, oh, that's when I think Cat Curry's gonna give him the work or Big Mom.
Does no one think Jinbei's gonna fucking die? Like I think he's gonna die, guys. Him and Pedro are going out.
To be honest, I don't think Oda likes killing off characters. I don't really see that many people dying.
Yeah. He said that he
No,
doesn't.
but it's the new world, guys. If people don't start dying,
I
the
mean,
new
you
world
guys
is
keep
like,
saying that, but nobody's died yet.
we
It's the
don't
new
know
world.
yet.
Yeah, people kind of start dying soon because like the whole thing with the new world, too, in the sense that we need to start seeing like the true threat of walking into these seas. You know what I mean? Like because Paradise, we kind of knew it's like it's
like, look, remember when Luffy and them were on that boiling sea and they were out of food? They're like, "Yo, we're about to die right now."
Yeah. They
Well,
guys,
somehow they
we got
survived.
some deaths soon, man.
And Virgo died. Monet died.
Virgo and Monet are still alive.
I mean,
Monet
like,
might
Please.
Don't you see Virgo in the chat every day? Come on, he's still alive.
They're still alive.
He's not in our chat right now, so to me, he's dead.
I mean, he's planning something. Dark side finally offed him.
Oh, yeah.
wow.
Our chat is organic.
Competition.
It's a competition.
Virgo and Monet in the suburbs, please. I don't know how. Actually, I don't know.
Nice.
That'd be weird.
Yeah, they're chilling in the ghetto right now in Wano.
The fact though that Virgo, like you guys probably saw the theories way back, but like Monet being an astronomer and stuff like that, and like studying astrology, so like the stars and everything like that.
Yeah.
I feel like that would make sense if we see her later to help them get to the moon or wherever. Like,
But she dead.
nah,
So
dude.
she in a sense she would kind of take the role that like Crocus had, like how he showed up for that one final big trip was a doctor, but in a sense we're gonna get like someone else like in her role, what she's gonna do.
How got stabbed? She dead.
Nah, dude. She faked it. It was blood jam. Remember?
Oh yeah, sorry. But seriously, does no one think Jinbei is gonna die? I'm being serious about this as well.
No.
Why not?
He might be missing a leg, but like I don't think he's like.
I don't see the point in killing him off.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like
No, but don't you think that's the exact point? Because it's the new world. Like if Jinbei dies, that'll be a shock to everybody. Like,
Well, I mean, like it's just like you kind of introduce this character just to kill him off. It's like, oh.
Like,
I can never kill characters just for shock value.
No, but it was not shock value because he literally did the Wheel of Fortune. We don't have no idea what the hell happened. Like, has he lost 50 years? Has he lost 100? We'd have no idea how much is left.
What if he just lost like 2 days? What if he just got lucky and lost like 2 days or something?
Yeah, but it doesn't say 2 days on that list, though, does it? It says like 10.
I mean, I'm just making exaggerations.
How do y'all think the roulette works though? Because it don't just have zones on the perimeter; it got zones on the inside too. That's why, like, when I can't remember who it was that brought up it being a dartboard, but it can't be a dartboard because he said
I think the way the roulette works is like you spin it, then you throw a ball, and whichever hole the ball lands in, the thing.
Oh, okay.
And don't forget why, guys. That's what I said last time, guys. He's leaving to join Luffy's crew. Like, that's taking a liberty in Big Mom's eyes, man. How you gonna join my enemy's crew? Come on now.
That's why like she's forcing him to.
But I guess every pirate would be considered her enemy, though. Like,
Yeah, I know, but it's literally a guy,
line.
literally someone on an island fucking up stuff, like beat one of her commanders. That's like.
But she
taking
really
so
knew
much
though. That's the
liberty.
thing. She really knew because she like called him out on it right when he showed up. He's like, "It's not going to be something about this, right?" And then he's like,
Can I just ask quickly? Yeah, I can't really remember, but you know, when he spoke to the people on Fishman Island, like when one of Big Mom's daughters were present, the one that was like half Fishman, yeah. Was that before or after he went to go tell Big Mom? It was before.
Before, yeah.
What if she was the one that went and told Big Mom? That's how she knew.
Nah. Because she straight up said, she's like, oh, like, you know, Big Mom's not gonna like this, but she's like all like you know, being a wifey. She's like, oh, like, you know, but like I'll be with my hubby, like, you know, Aladdin. Like she was on like their side. Like that's what I was saying. Is like I feel like whenever they leave Big Mom, right, they eventually look back and say like, wow, fuck that. Like I'm staying where I'm at now. It's kind of like you finally like realize things, like when you like distance yourself, you finally realize like how crazy shit can be.
But I just don't understand why. To me, Jinbei has run his course. He's an awesome character, but I don't see what else he can do to help the Straw Hats right now.
You gotta hate Fishman.
Be
I
powerful.
don't. I love him.
You racist fucking.
No, but I'm saying, I'm just saying, man. He literally saved Luffy's life. He's helped on Fishman Island. I mean, his course is set.
No, dude, his course is just beginning. This is the beginning of his journey.
He can help in future fights.
Exactly, dude. Fishman
Yeah,
karate.
they'll get Carrot for that. Carrot and Caesar people.
We need to eventually see Koala with Jinbei.
They not on Jinbei's level.
Yeah, no, of course. Jinbei's a 4 warlord. You're gonna put Carrot above him?
I mean,
no, I'm saying he just said fight. I'm just saying Carrot can fight. That's what I'm saying. Obviously, I'm not putting Jinbei.
Give her carrot juice and
any person that Robin or Nami's not fighting, or Brooks not fighting, or Frankie's not fighting, or Luffy's not fighting, or Sanji's not fighting,
she's
or
got to be
Zoro's not fighting.
Physical mink female fighter.
Yeah,
like come on.
Exactly, and like, come on, guys. You know Jinbei's gonna die. I'm just saying, guys.
Like, the thing is,
you don't want it to happen.
We were told that we were gonna get 2 back-to-back by Oda, so like, I'm pretty sure like she's gonna be the one, and then Jinbei probably is gonna be the second.
When did Oda say that?
I thought like because I had to find a source, but I swear to God that like that was like a big thing people kept talking about. Because you remember when like he said that one of the newer Nakama are gonna be someone that like they fought against in the past, like a enemy or something like that.
Wasn't that ages ago though?
No, it was ages ago, but that's my point. Like we're eventually gonna get it.
No, but wasn't that meant to be Frankie?
I didn't think so. I thought that was after that. Because that's why people were saying Caesar. They're like, oh, well, this like proves that Caesar's gonna join us.
Yeah, also Brago's kind of saying too in the chat, like they need someone with experience.
Yep.
Well,
that's already been overseas. I mean, like, I think that's what you kind of need now in these kind of waters.
The night of the sea.
No, but that's cheating though. The whole effect of what makes the Straw Hat so good is literally everyone who's joined their crew is basically like they're great at what they do, but none of them's like traveled the Grand Line.
Has the most experience too. He was like a pirate for like 30 years.
Yeah, like he was the one that was calling
got that great of experience.
Plus, I feel like we need to get one from each like race in a sense, which is why we have like people like Leo and
he ain't
like
big.
You know what race we don't have on the crew?
It's Pokemon, dude.
You know what race we don't have on the crew?
Wait, who?
The 3-eyed people. No, I'm messing.
Oh, no,
I think we're gonna get a giant on the actual crew soon. Like not like on the alliance, but on the crew.
Technically, we got Haruda, and if like an alliance member. So,
can they fit on the ship?
Yeah, on the actual crew, not the alliance.
And they actually, I mean, I don't see why not, dude. You remember?
I'm telling you,
they won't be able to fit on the ship.
Remember episode Z, the non-canon stuff with Pan, the female giant that could shrink herself because her devil fruit. Maybe we'll get something like that.
Nah.
Oh yeah.
So let me just ask this question, guys. Why don't you see Jinbei dying?
Why I just don't see Jinbei dying. I don't see any I don't see what would add to the plot.
I wouldn't.
It would add drama. It would be like literally Luffy's gonna go ham. Everyone would be like shocked. It's like Jinbei.
I mean, you might as well kill off.
Has died.
You might as well kill off Peckham's permanently in front of Luffy or something.
But who gives a shit about?
But you just gonna use Jinbei as a tool though?
No, he's not a tool. I'm saying he's literally.
That is using him as a tool. So to give Luffy a power up.
What? No, he's gonna be angry because one of his friends died. I can't just say anything. What else? Like, what do you mean?
That is using him as a tool.
Yep.
How's that using him as a tool if one of his friends dies?
You
like,
just hate Fishman, don't you?
Kill Jinbei so Luffy goes crazy.
So is Ace a tool then?
Yay!
No, because that actually changed the plot.
Oh, it changed the plot. How did it change the plot? Was Luffy not going to become Pirate King?
It changed the plot because it made Luffy realize that they were ready.
Stebo, he kind of got you on that one.
Yeah, I got you, bruv. You got you.
But no, he didn't though.
I got you. All I'm saying, man, Jinbei is not like it's not for
That
plot
made Luffy
reasons.
change his whole mindset when Ace died.
It makes sense though. It's like Luffy keeps losing these people because every person he's lost has saved him, haven't they? So if Ace dies, when Ace died, he saved his life, and then when Jinbei dies, he'll probably die saving Luffy's life again. Showing how the new world is like even people as strong as Jinbei can die.
But I mean, Ace died from being retarded, but I get what you're trying
I
to
think you
say.
guys overhyped the new world.
Like what Ace is like that was pride. You know what I mean? It's like when you go and squash someone's pride, you're not gonna take that shit and just walk away. You know, you're gonna fucking react. And like in a sense, right there, he was just like how his dad was. So like they couldn't care less if they would die at that moment. They're gonna like fight for their like what they believe in, what they lived like towards in their entire life.
Yeah.
You know?
All I'm saying is we now know
Man,
where Nikki stands with Fishman.
you guys don't see this, man. Look, man, I love Fish Tiger. I love the Fishman guys, but I'm just saying, Jinbei has run his course. He's a great character, but he's done, man. He's Sushi.
Just gonna leave him at Whole Cake
Yeah, I mean, like if there was another character I would love to see join the Straw Hats, probably be like in the chat. Joseph was saying like a long leg, long arm human.
Oh nah, I think because Sanji's the kick guy, we don't need another long leg person.
I don't think so.
Nah.
But again, don't we?
Well, we got two swordsmen.
But
No,
once,
he's a
like,
musician. Don't forget he's a musician as well.
100,000, like.
that's the thing. Like what?
But you were talking about fighting styles.
Yeah, but like someone you can add to the crew that can be a benefit afterwards, because you're not gonna like 9 people that can go and destroy 100,000 from like a Yonko's crew.
Yeah, like I feel like the alliance thing is kind of like what fills the gaps in like certain things that we don't have, like in terms of like people, like the Tontadas and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
But like,
well, say sayonara to Jinbei at the end of this arc, guys.
Okay.
It's gonna be sad.
If I see Jinbei dying, it's gonna be in Wano. I see it more likely in Wano he'll die than in.
Why Wano? They're not Whole Cake Island.
Because dude, they're gonna need everyone to go in for that fight with Kaido, and I think he's gonna be one of those guys that needs to play a part.
I mean, if he dies in Wano, I think it would be kind of similar to how the spoilers that Sawyer was saying.
Oh yeah.
No, I never watched that. No.
Yeah, I'm not.
Wait, are you talking about the fake ones?
Yeah, the fake.
I don't know if they're real though.
No, they're confirmed. The guy came out. No. The guy came out and Larry said, "I sent this to my friend as a joke." He posted online, and now it's a big thing.
No, but
I'm not saying that they're real, but I'm saying that if Jinbei was to die, I kind of see it happening like that.
Oh, but all I can say is because Monkey D, I mean. DGK,
oh hey.
I'm sorry. DGK, it's because Oda put those snipers on him. Tell you better shut your mouth. Stop talking about One Piece. That's why you have to change the story. You have to change the story. You have to be like, no, it's all a lie. None of this is true. So Odo's like, yeah, you better stop talking about One Piece now.
He said an assassin.
Yeah, the snipers. There's like a red dot on the guy's head. Like, if you ever talk about One Piece again.
God, could you imagine?
The spoilers said that Sanji broke his leg.
That one kid that got cancer, that like found out at the end of One Piece, he secretly lived to tell the tale.
What the hell? All right, man. Anyway, Jinbei's dying, guys. Just deal with it.
We're gonna leave you with him if you're wrong.
Yeah.
We're gonna leave.
I'm not gonna start a game with you, Nikki.
I know, Maras. You've been quiet all this time.
So
how exactly to talk.
How exactly is Jinbei dying?
Jinbei is basically, it'll be like this. He's the one person that can get them out of Fisherman Island because obviously being a fisherman, he can use all those maneuvers around the sea and stuff because they're not getting back the same way they came, obviously, because Pudding can't help them again, right?
What?
And
wait, are you talking about like? We're talking about like an
island. Whole Cake.
I'm talking about Whole Cake.
Because you said Fisherman Island. I was like, wait, what are you talking about?
They're just gonna go and take the fight to Fisherman Island. That's what I was thinking at first.
No, he's gonna die on Whole Cake.
I think he just wants to die. He just wants to watch.
No, yeah, but how is he gonna die exactly though? Like he's gonna like.
That's what I was explaining. He's going to sacrifice himself. Him and the rest of the Fisherman pirate crew are going to try and get Luffy out as quickly as possible because the sheer fact is they can't come in the same way they came out because Pudding's directions won't be used again, obviously, because they're going to be in more trouble and they're going to be chased.
Wait, hold on. Why won't they be used again?
Because one, everyone's going to be in high alert, and the fact is Big Mom let them get in that close, right? She knew Luffy was coming, so he can't. She's not gonna let them go the same way back. So the fishmen are the only group in One Piece that water's so effective for them. They can maneuver around and stuff, so they can easily find ways for them, the Straw Hats, to get out. So Jinbei will sacrifice himself in the end to get Luffy and those guys out.
I don't know, bro. I still think Big Mom testing them. She gonna let them leave just the same way she let them come.
Well, how's she gonna let them leave now, though?
I think Big Mom's getting defeated this arc.
You think she's getting defeated this arc? Did you say?
Yeah.
I disagree with that. I think she's going to be like, I think Kaido's going down before her, then we're going to come back for her afterwards.
Yeah.
I mean, Oda never really returns to the same place twice like that.
No, I mean, we might not come back here specifically, but I think we're like, I don't think she's being defeated this arc though.
Yeah, no, I don't think she's losing it, but I think like we're eventually going to see like them team up with Big Mom to fight in Wano. I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like that's
Nah,
like
that was
like think
They
about
went back to Water 7.
when Kyle said he wants a big like arc, or sorry, a big war, right? And when this is called the first Yonko arc, I was thinking like, you know, Shanks versus Blackbeard, and then Big Mom versus Kaido. Like we could finally find out like where everyone's at.
And plus, never mind, I'm not gonna say it.
Because like, who else would like someone like Cat Curry and stuff like fight? You know what I mean? Like someone like up there. Like I imagine that they're gonna end up teaming up and then fighting whatchamacallit's crew.
Well, aren't they gonna use the remnants of the Whitebeard pirates to fight?
Oh no, yeah, like,
all
like all like the fishmen, like all the alliance, like the Grand Fleet, right? And then like the fishmen, the Minks, the samurai, etc. They're all gonna be there, but I think like Kaido's crew is gonna be that strong that like they're gonna need everyone. Because man, I still can't imagine like.
Nah, but I think Big Mom's too much. Once you add Big Mom to that mix, that's like, oh, okay, that's basically fucking win now.
I mean, but is it?
Yeah, if you add a Yonko even to like the supernovas, it'll definitely.
This is Wano, man. They're in Wano.
It doesn't matter. Oh, I don't think it matters too much. You added a Yonko,
You don't think,
man.
dude? You don't think Wano, one of the only places like Kano that even I guess Kano even has ties with the government. It's like Wano, one of the only places that doesn't have ties with the government. That's like a free country. Like I'm pretty sure all their top people are gonna be ridiculous.
Yeah, no, they're definitely ridiculous. But I'm saying if you're gonna add the Whitebeard remnants, all the obviously people in the alliance, and all the supernovas that are most likely on there already, and then add a Yonko on top of that,
dude, Marco's gonna be in a wheelchair, just rolling around. But no, like no, I feel like it doesn't like because I see what you're saying, but I just think that like they're playing Kaido and the Wano people right out to be like one of the strongest people in the series. So like, and like that's the thing. Like I still think that even with this alliance, like Luffy really shouldn't be able to beat them. I feel like because like wouldn't like use this alliance right? Like his entire like alliance with all the other supernovas and like all the people we saw there, like you know over 200 or whatever, like top tier pirates, they got thrashed just by fucking Kaido, dude. And like Kaido didn't even look injured at all. So like in my mind, like.
As far as we know.
No,
yeah,
but we don't know who fought though. It's probably we know Kid definitely fought.
Oh no,
Hawkins probably like there's a 0% chance we can win this fight, so he just like fuck that. We know music guy, I forgot his name, Apu. He definitely he gave up straight away. Yeah, he bitched out.
That's my point though. Like if they're gonna bitch out, right, and let's just assume that Hawkins bitched out, right. And then they're eventually going to have like wherever supernovas, like the top tier supernovas, like Luffy, Kid, Law, whatever, against Kaido at the end, right? Like if the other supernovas bitched out and like they got thrashed, like I don't see how they would still win now. You know what I'm saying? Like to me, in my mind, there should be no way to win. Like that's how I see it. Like even wherever they're going to be in power scaling, right? There should be no way. Like for instance, Zoro, I don't think he should be as strong as any of the Daimyos. Like I think he should be right below them. Like
no, but it's like the God Usopp effect. Like no one thought that the Straw Hats could like defeat the executives until it happened. Everyone's like, "Oh, okay, maybe they can take down Doffy." So I think it might go similarly in Wano.
The only challenge on that island was literally just fucking what's his face, Doffy. If Zoro wanted to, I'm pretty sure Zoro could literally just thrashed all three executives from like by himself. From what we saw, right? Like him one
together.
Yeah, I do. Like, look at what he did.
Oh, together, that's a bit.
No,
but
I
don't know about together.
Here, like, so literally look that he one shot, right? We can agree he literally one shot. Whether that be his like ultimate attack, which I think is just one of his special attacks. I don't think that was his, like the top attack.
I mean, it would be hard enough just to locate Pika, and then to deal with
if he was dealing with all of them plus Pika, I think
to deal with Treble shooting snot bullets at him.
But look what he did though. Like, and like
And
he's
then
still
Diamante shaking the foundation,
he's still Astra, right? So
throwing
like,
spiked iron balls at him. That I mean,
I think he
Yeah.
could have still did it.
and then he's a crazy swordsman too. I don't all three together. No.
Yeah, I think
And
Sanji
the
could have
bogey guy blowing up stuff with his bogey.
But no,
But
I'm
he's just
not
talking
saying
about the
those
top
four.
executives.
No,
He's just talking about the top executives
yeah, I'm
like
talking about the
Yeah,
top.
but isn't he a
Diamante,
top
Pika, and
executive?
Treble.
No, he's not top.
Yeah, Treble. Treble's
Yeah,
the top
Treble is,
executive.
yeah.
He's just talking
Yeah,
about
Thank you,
Diamante,
Nikki,
Pika, and
for bringing
Treble.
up the most irrelevant guy.
yeah,
No, but he's got bogey powers and they blow up and stuff. So
But he's
that would
fucking,
be a bit weird.
dude. But like, I don't know. I think that like they tried to show that like Zoro was on tiers way out of his league. Like,
Because they give Zoro the easy fights, but sorry, that's just a Sanji.
but dude, Pika was shown to be the top executive above, or sorry, right below like Virgo, right? Like,
yeah, below Virgo.
yeah. But like, if that's the case, right, and he's the strongest of the three of them, right, and then we go with like, let's say like Sanji would be like, I don't know, Diamante or something like that, and then Treble would be like Usopp or whatever. I still think Zoro was taking him. Like, you know what I mean?
I don't know, man. That sounds like.
My point was like that, like Luffy's top people, right? Were just like leagues above where Dofi's were, and Dofi was really the only one that was like relatively strong. And I'm saying, but like on Wano, right? Like all these other people, I think they're gonna be like top tier people. Like I think it's gonna take like an entire like, let's say like Jinbei, right? Let's just say Jinbei fights Jack for the fuck of it. I think it's gonna be Jinbei along with all the fishmen fighting Jack. Like I think it's gonna be
Jinbei
something
ain't
like
making it, bruv. He's going to be sushi at the wedding. He's done.
I am dick riding.
Yeah,
Zoro
that's
for this
happening.
shit. But no, but my point is though, like everyone wanted on Jack's team, right? Or sorry, on Kaido's team, Lily seems to be like leagues above a lot of the other like characters in the series. Like people can talk about like how Jack lost, but dude, he lost to a lot of people at once.
Yeah, true.
And like he fought people on Gold Roger's ship. Like wherever position they hold, dude, he still fought people on Gold Roger's ship. And like Odin, right? I'd assume Odin being on Gold Roger's ship was probably in the top like 10.
Hey, you wanna know who else
Buggy-
fought people
Buggy
on Gold
was there,
Roger's ship?
so-
What?
Luffy fought people on Gold Roger's ship like Buggy.
Yeah, Buggy, exactly.
Aye.
Bucky
Hit
wasn't
him,
even
double
trying.
leg.
Bucky wasn't even trying. But
Get him.
but no, but my point is like they just seem to be showcasing that like
Buggy's obviously the odd man out though.
they even like Whitebeard even said that he's like some blemishes on like some crews and whatever. Even though I think he's still relatively strong. Like I think he's stronger than what he thinks he is. As weird as it sounds. But no, my point is that like they're top tier executives and shit like that. Like the Shogun, let's say the Shogun's daimyos, and then Jack, and then the other two calamities. I think they should be leagues above Luffy's crew. Like, and that's why I say like they would even have to all team up. But like even with what we understand of who we have, it still almost shouldn't be enough. I feel like, but we'll see, I guess.
Yeah. Well, I don't think everyone like you said. I don't think everybody from the alliance is gonna make it out alive. I think there's gonna be casualties definitely from that. But
yeah, maybe, but there should be but it depends on how Oda wants to do it.
like there will be. Bringing it back to the whole cake arc, there will be loads of casualties. Pedro's dying, Jinbei's dying.
Pedro.
Judge probably dead as well. To be honest, Judge is probably dead.
So Oda's gonna suddenly start killing all characters, even though he hasn't done so the entire series.
Virgo and Monet, man. What else did
They are dead.
Virgo and Monet are
he
still
chopped the
alive and
guy's
kicking.
face. Okay, let me ask. He literally split a guy's body apart and left poison there to finish him off.
That was Law's power, and the poison.
Yeah,
got
but the poison.
out.
When did it get cleared
Buffalo
out?
blew away the poison.
Who?
Buffalo.
Buffalo. What? Buffalo got owned by Nami and Usopp. What do you mean?
He got shot in
the Buffalo blew the poison away though.
What did he somehow? He went inside and got Virgo and Monet.
I don't know, but I mean, he blew away the poison, so Virgo wouldn't have died of anything.
I'm pretty sure
he got the fan no meat.
But
do you know why you guys are wrong? Because Smoker's group go in with the suits after what's his face.
That's a good point.
Yeah, there we go.
All right, guys. I think we probably should
Checkmate.
just wrap it up after this. So you keep going, but we're gonna wrap up soon.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah, we way off topic.
Yeah, but I feel like we need to get Nikki and One Vision caught up on that kingdom greatness.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm nearly finished on the arc. I'm like on chapter 47 now.
Where are you at, Nikki? Where you at?
I'm starting tonight. Don't worry, I'm starting tonight.
That's what you've been saying for
I'm on
weeks.
chapter 2.
Must be.
I said I was.
Finish the first chapter.
All right,
I'm on chapter
I
8.
will. I will.
I like
Amaras.
Did you say you don't like it?
I said I like it.
About to say.
Steve, I'm gonna toss you out the crew if you don't like Kingdom. Kidding.
You don't have that authority.
Someone doesn't like the
First
crew. There's someone in the crew doesn't like it though. Not pointing any fingers, devil leg.
I didn't say I never liked it. I like it. I just have trouble getting into it.
He's only vice captain.
No, I encourage him if he doesn't like it.
Keep reading, devil leg.
I mean?
Just keep reading.
Yeah, Charles. I think when you get the first campaign out of the way, you'll be good. But yeah, definitely, we're gonna try and do some Kingdom discussions. Hopefully, when everyone at least gets caught up with the first arc, what we're planning on doing is doing like a arc to arc discussion. So like every week we'll do like one arc covering basic chapters from it, and just doing discussions from there. So hopefully, we're gonna do that possibly within the next week. If you want to keep posted, of course, we have our Twitters down, the link below in the info box. So keep tabs with us, pretty much there, and you'll find out first when we're gonna do some more Kingdom discussions. Because I really want to start talking about the series. I feel it's the only series right now at the moment that's probably on the same par of hype that One Piece brings every week. And if you guys enjoyed the stream, of course, big thumbs up, like it. If you want to see more of this, you know what to do already. Subscribe if you're new here. And hopefully we'll try to come back again on Thursday with another side voyage because we're going to be missing One Piece, I think, for one more week. Then it's going to come back.
Also, it's
Let's hope.
We need to start doing fairy tale discussions too.
Oh my day! Get the fuck out!
So yeah,
What
pretend
do
you
you
didn't hear
mean,
that from
man?
Steve.
Fairy tale's better than One Piece. Where you going?
So we deal with the rest of it.
This
Like I mean,
This is why you're not
the plot
Captain
twist
One
when
Vision.
characters, the plot twist when characters come back alive.
Oh my god, here we
It's just the
go.
most. Yeah, no, he can't
we
even
go.
talk. Though he didn't get any votes. Though. Remember that. Just remember that.
Oh, okay. Personal.
Who, me?
This should be all
No,
offline,
Ricky.
guys. This should be all offline.
All right, guys. If you
You
enjoyed
You got no
this,
votes, dog.
Hey, I rather lose in disgrace than be so close.
Damn.
Nikki, before you talk, holler at Stebo real quick, yeah? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm
Oh,
saying.
really?
Don't-
Okay. You missed the captain meeting.
don't-
The
no,
most
no, no.
important day of the
Holler
captain,
at
yeah.
Stebo real quick. Holler at Stebo real quick.
Well, what's Steve saying?
That's all I'm saying.
What,
Hey,
you talking
how's
about
it going?
Voyage,
I think it's time to end the stream real quick.
but guys, appreciate you guys coming through for the last 2+ hours. Just hearing us talk about the second half of Whole Cake Island. If you did not keep up with us in the live stream, you're just watching us, of course, in the VOD, make sure to leave in the comment section below exactly your thoughts on the second half of Whole Cake Island, predictions, twists, matchups, all that kind of stuff. And we'll definitely try to get back to you guys as soon as possible. But yeah, look forward to the next stream in the very near future, which should be in a few days. So just keep tabs with us on Twitter, and we'll let you guys know what's popping. So myself, Lazaro, we got Stebo, we have One Vision, we have Nikki, we have Maraz, DGK, Devil Egg, 44 we know was in the chat, and Monkey D Law was here a little bit. But thank you guys again for watching. Nikki, you want to handle the outro?
Stebo, take the first line, my friend.
Outer Haven.
And do it good now.
Disperse!
Later, guys.